or streaming right across the globe on Optus O&M TV. Luke Chilcott from Wangaratta Computers putting together the best live stream in the business alongside Travis Cartwright from Cartwright Productions. Live from the JC Lowe Oval in Yarrawonga. It's first versus second. This is the SSNA Ovens and Murray Football League at its best. First quarter action for A-grade oils and batteries. The umpire holds the footy aloft, and here's Robbie McKinlay on O&M Live.
Good on you, Gussie. What conditions we have here. Fantastic. Tap here is won by Howe. Handball's intercepted by Sharrock, though, for Wangaratta. Pump the ball inside forward 50. Good fist from behind by Holgate. Stop Moore getting hold of the footy. Newton gathers the crumbs, and it will be balled up right on the 50-metre arc. Wangaratta are attacking to the right-hand side of our radio dial or your screen. Tap cleverly now, intercepted by Dane Porter, spun around, got through one tackle, got through the second, quick kick into forward. It's marked there, last line of the fence by Jack Sexton, who's playing alongside his brother today, Will Gus McLeod. The kick's not a bad one, and it's a good grab taken there by Ironspawn at halfback. Good
to have Sexton back in Yarrawonga colours. It's a double win for me, Robbie, because it means he doesn't play for Balwyn against Blackburn in the Eastern Footy League. Masters across the halfback flank, or the fullback position, I should say. Kicks out broadcast side to Sharp, lowers the eyes. A low chiselling kick is a nice one, and the mark has been taken by Geordie Urquhart. Across the left halfback flank, broadcast side of the JC Lowe Oval in Yarrawonga. And the Magpies are playing a tight press, which forces the switch across to the back pocket, opening up some space for Lee Masters. Right foot kick out towards the wing is going to sit favourably for Gibbons. Right foot kick down the scoreboard wing is okay. The mark has been taken by Timmy Lawrence. True centre wing, scoreboard side.
He has, Gus. I think the other player who might be out for Yarrawonga, I haven't spotted Nick Fothergill yet, which would be a big out for them. He's had
Great
a lot
shout
of footy.
From you, Robert.
Nah, he's out there, boys.
You got him there, Mont? Good-o. So we know Ryan Bruce is out. So it's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Wangaratta. And looks like it might be Dan Sharrock out there at half-back. Kicks down the line. It's okay. It finds McVeigh. So true centre wing right in front of the Club My Whaler scoreboard, which is showing a lot of advertising at the moment. Not a lot of action on the board. It's 0-all. Anchors, who's marked the ball in the middle of the ground. So real sorting out period here at the moment. Another wide kick. And just at the moment,
bit of a stalemate, Rob.
It really is. Dane Porter gets another ball inside the sort of centre area. Told the play on. Handball released to Saunders. Saunders with a long kick gets it inside forward 50. Guess who's there? He does it so well, Gussie. Masters, another chop out mark. He'll play on. He's told to play on. And he'll go down the line. He goes long towards centre wing.
They're looking to find Howe, true centre wing, broadcast side. He brought it to ground level, trying to keep that one alive is Pendergast. And the boundary line concedes all, will ball the footy back into play. Monty, will go boundary side to you for Albury Wodonga MG. Keen to work out who Masters' direct opponent is, because he's going to sag off him all day.
Yeah, I think he's going with Dane Porter and then just letting Dane go up around the footy at the moment. So he's happy to just sag off and let him get as far up the ground as he wants, and he'll just sit in front of the big forwards.
McVeigh to Richards, who kicks down the line towards the half-forward flank, struggling to keep that footy alive, is Logan Morey in the long sleeves. We'll quickly welcome Brad Sprinkles Freak to O&M Live on the Waters stat sheet.
Lee Masters up to 3 early touches across the half-back line and 2 early inside 50s for the Magpies.
Howe grabbed it out of the ruck. Handball release was okay to Wiley. Was tackled. Ball came to ground. Ironspawn was nice and clean. Got the ball now to Wheeler. Wheeler kicks to true centre wing. Fist from behind was okay. And working hard there is Matt Hayden. And he just ensures the ball out over the boundary line. Centre wing. So good crowd in, Mont. Quite a good crowd over that other far side of the ground, which is always a good indicator here at the JC Lowe Oval.
And I'll tell you what, it's not a bad spot to be sitting in that sunshine, I don't reckon, Robbie, because in the shade here, it's freezing.
Howe taps nicely to Wheeler. Williams leads. Frontfelder ignores.
He's a good chance from there, Gus.
Well, especially this new man on the mark rule, Robbie. He can sort of take an extra 10 metres or so. He's actually going to start his approach from fair income, no word of a lie, close to the centre circle.
This is like your run-up when you're bowling, isn't it, Gus?
Yep, let's just hope Bailey doesn't overstep the mark. Bailey Frontfelder will have to kick this one 50. Directly in front to the waterworks end of the JC Lowe. He arcs around, left foot kicks on the way. Take a bow, Bailey Frontfelder. A cracking start for the Yarrawonga Pigeons, and that's a steal line goal today. The Pigeons draw first blood, one straight to Yarrawonga, or the Magpies, yet to score.
One early inside 50 there for Yarrawonga with one mark inside 50 from Bailey, front felder there, to be able to get that goal on the board, which is probably going to be a key for Yarrawonga, get some scoreboard pressure against the Magpies today and really get it behind them. Now, I'll ask Scotty and Robbie, is this the first time Wangaratta's been behind all year?
No.
Second time. Second time, Sprinkle.
Second time. We found out last week.
I heard about this on the way up.
I owned up in pre-game, Gus. Howe up in the ruck. Won the tap against McVeigh. Shark by Gibbons. Great tackle by Richards. Forced, well, you think it might have forced there. It wasn't the perfect kick by Gibbo, but guess what? Bailey Fraunfelder has marked it in almost the exact same spot as 30 seconds ago.
It's deja vu.
I'll tell you what, Gussie, and he's gone back. He's doing everything the same. Now, will he run around to his left on that arc? Anchors is standing a bit closer to make him run straight. Fraunfelder comes in, shimmies a little bit, kick on the way, he's brought it back! Deja vu, he has number 2! Fraunfelder, Pigeons 2 straight 12, lead Wangaratta yet to score. I've hardly ever seen that happen before, Gus. That was incredible, the synergy with that.
That is a case of deja vu. No, you're not seeing double on Optus O on MTV. That really happened twice in a minute. A steal line goal today as we cross boundary side. Scott Montgomery for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, great finish by Bailey Fromfelder. It's something we probably haven't seen a lot of this year, him being the main target, obviously with the shallow entries, but it's good to see. And the other out for Yarrawonga boys, Will Sexton's not playing.
Young Will Sexton, of course, really starting to make his mark in season 2022. Another tap to Howe, brings it to ground level. McVeigh tries to bust through the pack. His kick was okay to Sharrock. Left it behind. Gibbons shimmies and shakes in a telephone box, and they tap the football in towards space. Wiley emerges for the Pigeons. Left foot kick. Down the line's okay. A big contest emerges. Yarrawonga have support as Abraham Anchors goes across the half-back flank. And the switch is on here as Dane Porter marks on the edge of the square. Wants to find some challenges to come with him. Richards under the pump. Backwards to go forwards. They're going to try and play a little bit more methodically here, the Magpies, as they kick down the line, but it's a poor kick. Sitting in the hole nicely, taking a strong mark is Ryan Einspawn, the boy from Melton, Robbie.
The boy from Melton, tough part of the town, isn't it, Gus?
Well, Sexton, I should say. It was young Sexton.
So, the other one here, guys, that's become really noticeable is that in the ruck, Lockie Howe, he's up against McVeigh, and it's one-way traffic at the moment.
I was chatting to Dean Stone before the game, Robbie. They're going to try McVeigh as best they possibly can, knowing they've got the trump of Cal Moore to go in if Howard starts to get on top.
Well, that's okay. So, well, good use of the footy here by Logan Moore. He got it to Gibbo, middle of the ground, and a mark taken there by Jack Forge. Gussie. Oh, sorry, not Gup. Freaky, hand up.
Michael Gibbons on the water stat sheet up to 4 early touches.
Okay, there we go. Ben Reid just coming off the ground there for Wangaratta as Newton takes a good grab in front of Morey. Quickly, Monty, any issues there, do you think?
No, I think it's just a quick change. Boys, he was right near the bench, so it was a good one to get while they were going.
All right, well, Newton's kick, it's inside forward 50. It is Koopman, a nice little chipping kick, Gussie, and he finds right under us, 3 metres from us here, and you'll hear the poof of the ball here. There it is.
The poof of the ball.
That was Logan Moore. Take it away, Gus.
So kicks down the line. Williams couldn't quite mark the footy. Jamie Anderson's happy to concede the boundary.
He's pinged him.
And he's paid deliberate. I don't know if it's deliberate if you get taken over the line.
He paid holding the footy, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Timmy Lawrence kicks down the line. Big Leroy Williams too far to score. Arcs around and pumps it deep into the pocket for Yarrawonga on the lead. How? Got down to ground level to the big man, and he'll go back and have a set shot tight in the pocket, 35 metres out. The arcs around now, plays on. Banana from Howe just hugs the near side for a minor score. So Yarrawonga dominating this first quarter on O&M Live. 2-1-13 to the Magpies yet to score, and that's on the Love Earth scoreboard.
On the water stat sheet, 3 inside 50s for Yarrawonga to start the game for 3 scoring shots. So they've been able to have really effective inside 50s and hitting the scoreboard with ease at the moment. Big alarm bells for Wangaratta Magpies so far.
Kick in from Grossman was good. Went to Jamie Anderson. He's going to kick it out of bounds in the full, I reckon. He has. And the young boundary umpire concurs with the Big Mac. And it'll be brought back in by Logan Morey. And just listen to the sound off the boot of this ball from Morey. He thumps it a long way into one-on-one contest here. Ball came to ground, front fall of the pack. Coburn was a bit of a chance. Here's a go now, knocked out. Young Tyson was there. Over the footy again was Coburn. And the umpire's going to come in. And he's going to ball it up around about 30 metres away from the Yarrawonga goal. They've made a brilliant start 2-1-13. Wang yet to score. Wiley had to kick it. Here's a chance for a bit of a turnover. McVeigh, high kick in towards half forward with courage. Sexton went back. Double fisted the ball to Morey. Morey over the foot. He couldn't gather. Ankers was clever. Morey was good. Paddled it back to Sexton. Back to Morey. Inside one to Koopman. And Koopman releases, but he kicks it too far and too wide, Gus. It's out of bounds on the full, and Joey Richards will bring it back in. We've gone 9.5 minutes for A-grade oils and batteries. 13-0. Wangaratta trail.
The bald-headed warrior pumps it deep to a one-on-one, and Cal Moore with brute strength. Too strong for Matty Holgate. You'll go back and have a set shot 45 metres out on a 60-degree angle.
Well, a couple of hours ago, Gus, Matty Holgate was serving us hamburgers in the kiosk. And he's got a bigger and a harder task now than playing on Cal Moore. I tell you what,
Robbie, serving me hamburgers.
I was about to say.
Big task.
Well, he was busy.
So Cal Moore, the Magpies desperately need this. They look horribly out of sorts. He starts his approach, the 2021 Morris medalist, right foot kick. And a bended leg. Didn't make good contact, did Cal Moore. Across the face for a minor score. Wangaratta, one behind to Yarrawonga, 2-1-13 on the Love Earth scoreboard.
Nice work, Gussie. Masters gets to kick in from Wheeler, and he goes down the line. A bit of early speed there from Timmy Lawrence. And he comes across a little short kicking kick here to Fothergill. Fothergill goes wide, and he finds Jack Sexton. They're still inside their defensive 50. Now they go outside it. Gee, that's a good kick. Really good kick, and it's found Ryan Ironspawn. Ironspawn down clubroom side of the ground. Grossman from behind brought the ball to ground. Good work there by Coburn. Hurry kick was a good one to half forward. Knocked down Fraunfelder, couldn't get it over. Could Tyson. Handball by back to Ellis for Wangaratta. Middle of the ground. Goes back to Hollandine. Can they get the ball inside forward 50? Ankers flies. Masters over the back, Gus. You tell us more. He is a sensation, this bloke.
I said it about 6 weeks ago. Give him the Morris medal right now. Fothergill kicks long down the line nicely. Mark's been taken out in front. As they kick in towards full forward to Yarrawonga. Williams to the target. Big pack and big contest. Toe poke off the ground from Fraunfelder. Across the face a goal. Probably a better.
Lee Masters up to 5 early touches on the Water stat sheet. Michael Gibbons has had 4. Harry Wheeler up to 3 as well.
So really good situation here for Yarrawonga. 10 out for their line. Tyson. Coburn. Snap on goal. Has missed to the left-hand side. Minor score. So, gee, they've started well here. The Pigeons, they are up and about. And that is on the Love Earth Store scoreboard. Gussie McLeod on O&M Live. We've gone, just over 12 minutes.
Thanks to the Old Town and Country, the Magpies kick long down the line, but spoiling nicely was Caden Sharp. Will ball the football back in front of the can bar here at Yarrawonga. We'll go boundary side. Monty for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, boys, plenty of rotations happening down here. Obviously, hot and heavy early on, a bit like a finals game at the moment, just trying to weigh each other out here.
Tyson brings it to ground level for the Pigeons. Gibbons wrapped up in a big game tackle. Will ball the footy up once again.
Oh, hello. She's on here.
A little bit on here, Monty. Keep it close on.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think Joey Richards likes the attention he's copping with the tag, and might have thrown a little cheapy. And it's really on now, boys.
So the football's playing on. Robbie, you watch the fight, I'll watch the footy.
Yeah,
the umpire's found a free kick here. It's going to go the way of Yarrawonga. And it looks like it's going to go the way of Fothergill. So a fairly frantic start here. No love lost between the Pigeons and the Magpies. Battle of the Birds. Nick Fothergill. The pocket. Flying high is Leroy Williams.
Wow.
Read it like a book, blocked out all opposition players and took it unimposed 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
6 early inside 50s for Yarrawonga to 4 on the Magpies, really taking advantage of their forward momentum at the moment.
So Lee Williams kicked 34 goals in season 2022, averaging 6.8 a game. The man from Norwood starts his approach, kicks on the way, and that's not his best big leap. Across the face for a minor score, and you just sense this hot start from Yarrawonga. They don't capitalise. could come back to bite them on the bum. 2-2-14. The Pigeons to the Magpies, just one behind on the Love Earth scoreboard.
Yeah, they've really dominated, haven't they, around the clinches, and they're getting good first use of the ball through Lockie Howe as Grossman plays on from the kick in. Logan Morey's the target alongside Newton, and the ball does go out over the boundary line. So, tough old start to this game. The Pigeons lead it 2-2-14 to 1 behind. If you've just joined us, 14 minutes gone, so about halfway through the first quarter. A high, shallow throw. Down goes a Wangaratta player. Monty, you might have caught that one.
Yeah, it was Dan Sharrock, and Gibbo just wasn't happy with the way he was sort of getting treated all around the footy, so just threw him straight to ground, and it was the right call.
So Sharrock with the free kick, kicks it to Saunders, who's a true centre half back. He'll go short. He looks for McLuhan. McLuhan gathers on the half volley, told to play on. Kick, might find a little bit of space. Floating back is Ned Pendergast. Takes a really good grab. He's told to play on. Umpire Rain says you've got to get on with it, young man. Sexton took a nail biter, a worm burner, right in front of Monty down there. Gee, I've never heard so much noise coming for our effects here, Mont.
Well, it's because the Wangaratta twos are having an absolute disco party in the rooms, and might be getting that through my mic, I reckon, boys.
They got a flog, and what are they doing?
I don't know, but they got the music absolutely pumping in there.
I don't mind that.
I'm happy with it too, Gus.
It's a good boombox, that's for sure, boys.
We might have to get one of them for the bus ride home.
Gee, should be a concert if they win a premiership. Take it away, Gus.
Great to have your company on O&M Live. First quarter action for A-grade Alls and Batteries. Football, true centre wing, club room side of the JC Low Oval. A scrimmage at ground level, calls for holding the footy. Umpire blows his whistle and the ball up once again.
On the water stat sheet, 6 inside 50s to 4 in favour of the Yarrawonga at the moment. Lee Masters leading disposal getter with 5 early in this first quarter.
The Pigeons lead by 13 points, and we just ticked into 16 minutes on the McDonald's time clock. Free
He's penalised Gibbo for a throw there, Gus.
I didn't actually see him release the footy though, Robbie. So
No, we didn't do it in the proper fashion, Gus.
kick inboard nicely to Sharrock on the edge of the centre square. Kicks inboard beautifully to Clark. True centre of the JC Low Oval. Umpire calls him to play on. Kicks off one step, trying to find Reed, who's left flat-footed. Working hard his cross. Boundary line beats all comers and will ball the footy in. 2-2-14 the Yarrawonga Pigeons to the Wangaratta Magpies. Just one behind on the Love Earth scoreboard.
Yeah, A-grade Batteries and All's first quarter action, and so far it's been all Yarrawonga. You just get the feeling the Maggies just need that first goal and just to get a little bit of rhythm and system into the game. They're not too far off it. Gee, coming through hard there was Sharrock. Somehow got a kick. Jesse Smith was the tuck. Sharrock went back for another go. Gee, it's tough in there. It is tough and fierce. Howe, like a big prop forward in the state of origin, took the ball and all, and he's going to be pinged, penalised.
That's stiff.
I reckon he was too. He's trying to make the play. He's trying to clear it, and the free kick's going to go the way of, is it Jesse Smith or Dan Sharrock down there? It's Jesse Smith, thumping kick, top of the goal square. Good fist by Cross. Got the ball through for a rush behind. So Yarrawonga 2-2-14. They lead Wangaratta 2 behinds. And that is, as Gus said, on one of his favourites, the Love Earth scoreboard. What are those inside 50s like, Freaky?
Pretty even at the moment, Robbie. It's 6 to 5 in favour of Yarrawonga.
Yep.
But Wangaratta Magpies just haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard yet. But as you say, you don't want to leave it too long for the Pigeons. You want to get that scoreboard pressure right on the Magpies.
Coburn gains some valuable territory for the Pigeons. They get the football up to true centre wing, scoreboard side. Fronfelder got his way through a telephone box there and links up with Gibbons. Left foot kick to centre half forwards, nice one. Mark's been taken by Forge, plays on, kicks towards goal, and it's just across the face for another minor score. So Yarrawonga absolutely dominant in this first quarter, thanks to A-grade Alls and Batteries. 2-3-15 to Wangaratta, just 3 behinds.
Just a quick one, boys. Cal Moore's just really struggling to get around the ground at the moment, limping his way up and down the ground, so one would keep an eye on.
All right, so Porter's kick was aimed for McVeigh. He didn't gather it, but he went back for another go and shoveled a handball out, picked up by Coburn. Coburn just with a hurried barrel torpedo mongrel punt inside forward 50, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw in. If you've just joined us, we've gone 18 minutes in the first quarter here at the JC Low Oval. Yarrawonga 2-3-15 lead, Wangaratta 3 behinds. Both goals kicked by Bailey Fronfelder from set shots from almost right on the 50 arc, and they came within about 40 seconds of each other. And if you go back and have a look on the vision of it, it was remarkable in the fact that it was almost kicked from the exact same spot. Running onto the ball is Wheeler. Got through traffic, got it back to Coburn. Snap on goal. Williams was there, came to ground, so was Pendergast. It was a big tackle in there, and it's going to be balled up. 25 metres out from Yarrawonga goal, Gus. They lead 2-3 to 2 behinds.
O&M live action thanks to the old town and country in Wangaratta. Football deep in attack for Yarrawonga. A shot out of the pack. Trickles towards the face of goal. Working hard nicely as Grossman kicks dangerously across the half-forward flank. Kick comes back inboard. It was okay from Ironspawn. Top of the goal square. Dangerous situation here for the Magpies. Coburn kicks over the top. Wiley's in the goal square. Wiley's trying to make another go at this. Calling for a high was Lawrence. Umpire's going to play. We'll ball the footy up right on the goal line. It's about 100 metres away from our broadcast position in front of the Waterworks Park here at the JC Low Oval. Dangerous times here for the Maggies.
Indeed, he could have almost gone a bit of home and away work there, young Lawrence. Another left foot snap, and it was Lawrence again. And it's gone through for a rush behind. So 2-4-16 Yarrawonga. Wangaratta 2 behinds. Brad Freak.
On the Water stat sheet, Matt Grossman up to 5 early touches for the Wangaratta Magpies. Joey Richards had 3 and Abe Anchors had 3 as well.
He goes short and he finds Jesse Smith, did that man Matt Grossman. Not sure if he encroached outside the goal square there, Freaky. I don't think he did. And I don't like the way they get a stat for that anyway. But I'm not telling you to do your job, you stats men.
Well, you tried to tell me the last time we were down here. Probably didn't end well for you. So.
That's exactly right. Saunders took a good mark at half-back, Gussie. And he hasn't got a lot of options here, so he'll just kick it down the line.
Yeah, probably not his best kick. Sharrock takes a really good, strong mark out in front. Met late with a bit of heat from Ned Pendergast. So Sharrock, true centre wing broadcast side. He's got Matt Kelly down the line. He ignores. Right foot kick, little chip one's okay to Clark. A really congested forward line starting to appear here. Reed's calling for it deep. Instead, the chip goes to Anchors, who leapt up beautifully, the man from the Northern Territory, and he plays on now. Right foot kick into the pocket. He's kicking to a bloke in the wrong jumper. Lockie Howe intercepts deep in the left back pocket for Yarrawonga. Switches the football to Masters, who marks in the goal square. Right foot kick out to the scoreboard wings, okay. Jai Cross, come to the club this year from Leopold, playing some good footy. Fraunfelder across the right half-back flank for Yarrawonga. Not much to kick to, so he stops and props and finds a left boot to go long down the line and kicks beautifully. Mark's been taken by Pendergast. They're playing good footy here, the Pigeons. They go deep looking for Williams. Williams of brute strength brings it to ground level. Wiley joins in the party, and the Wangaratta Magpies get the football out of bounds for a boundary throw in 30 metres out from Yarrawonga's goal. The Pigeons 2-4-16 to Yarrawonga, just 2 behinds on the Love Earth scoreboard, and we've played 22 minutes in the first quarter on the Macca's time clock.
Yeah, they're moving the ball beautifully at the moment, Yarrawonga, really pinpointing their passing. Kelly, quick kick, the clearance was okay. Richards has the footy, lost it. Kick off the ground by Sexton. Almost falls away. Now it falls away of Mark Wiley. Snap on goal, and he's missed it by a long way, and he had Lee Williams all on his own, and even behind him there was another man in young Jack Forge. So anyway, the coach is the coach, and you normally expect him to kick him from there, probably, Gussie.
We'll go around the grounds thanks to our good friends at the Plough Inn in Tarrawingi with Brad Freak.
Yeah, Wodonga up by 5 points against North Albury early, 17-12. Wangaratta Rovers out to 11-point early lead against Albury, 19-8. Lavington up by 15 points against the Wodonga Raiders, and Myrtleford up by 7 points against Cora Rutherglen.
Jamie Anderson kicks long down the line for the Magpies, and the football will trickle out of bounds. 75 metres out from Yarrawonga's goal. We'll go boundary side. Scott Montgomery for Albury Wodonga MG.
Yeah, boys, you just tell the way both teams are playing. Obviously, Wangaratta are trying to hold on to it through the middle of the ground, just short chips, whereas Yarrawonga are very happy to try and switch it, go backwards if they need to get around the Wangaratta defence and really try and shift them.
A boundary throw, and that resembled my right arm over the wickets.
What, missed the pitch?
Missed the pitch, so the umpire says we'll do that one again. Imagine if the umpire said
No
in
ball.
cricket, you can just have another go at that one, mate. Boundary umpire brings it back into play. Lockie Howe wins the tap, and he's been dominant in the ruck to start this quarter for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Ball at true centre wing, kick forward favouring the Magpies, comes inboard. Yarrawonga intercept via Urquhart, and the umpire said free kick holding the footy. It's the only other way of Dane Porter, and the umpire calls him to play on, so he kicks to Reed at true centre half forward, 60 metres from home, directly in front. Wants to find the left boot. Now he's got it. Kicks dangerously to Richards in a 2-on-1. And it's a free kick to Joey Richards against Sexton.
bit of a hold, not a lot in it,
Yeah,
but
it's the jumper, I reckon.
Yeah,
That's as soon
yeah.
as umpire sees the jumper move, they're going to pay it every time.
and he probably didn't have to do it because they had 2 on 1 anyway. So
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
But that's what they spook you. Blokes like Richard spook opposition players.
So Joey Richards, he's had 62 score involvements this year, Robbie. He's about to have his 63rd.
Can't argue with that, Gus.
18 goals to date. A prolific midfielder in the SSNA, Ovens and Murray, and Joe Richards. That is wide. Kicks a steel line goal today. 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. A much-needed goal for the Magpies. They move to 1-8 to Yarrawonga 2-4, and that's on the Love Earth scoreboard.
Wangaratta Magpies only 7 inside 50s in this first quarter, but able to kick that goal there compared to Yarrawonga, who's had the 10. Plus, Yarrawonga's also taken the 4 marks inside forward 50, but haven't been able to hit the scoreboard. 6 scoring shots to 3, and only an 8-point deficit for the Magpies. So I think the coaching staff, considering Yarrawonga's been on top for a large portion of this quarter, would be fairly happy at the moment for the Magpies.
I think it's a good summary there, Sprinkles. Only an 8-point margin. Quick kick by Anchors was nice towards McClurnan from behind Holgate. Back to McClurnan. Over the ball there now. Good work. Intercept by Wheeler was good. And he went for the fend off. He got away with it. Hurried handball by Holgate. Back to Fothergill. Centre wing. Oh, up they went. And it was almost a dummy sort of a fly there by Braunfeld.
He's paid in the back.
And he's paid it the other way. It's going to go to Wangaratta through Matty Grossman. Monty quickly down the boundary side. What'd you see, mate?
Yeah, no, it's probably there for an unrealistic. I don't know if he quite got the contact into the back, but yeah, it was probably there.
Righto.
Wangaratta in possession via Grossman, and it's poor. The defence from Yarrawonga and their pressure is absolutely elite to start this first quarter for A-grade ores and batteries. Kick down the line from Holgate's okay. Taking intercept mark beautifully is Mr. Reliable, Mick Boardingyoung. Across the left half-back flank for the Magpies, so he kicks long down the broadcast wing. Juice Newton's the target. Well done, Juice. Takes a strong mark, true centre wing, tight on the boundary, and he's a little bit proppy here, boys.
I reckon the ankle got caught underneath him there.
That is not good for the Magpies. Juice Newton, umpire calls him to play on as the siren sounds, and Juice is in a world of hurt. Big alarm bells going off in the Wangaratta Magpies coach's box. Moore looks proppy, so does Juice. We hope there's nothing more in it as the siren sounds for quarter time here at the JC Low Oval in Yarrawonga. The Pigeons have started strong. 2-4-16 to the Wangaratta Magpies, 1-2-8 at quarter time. Plenty more to come as the first quarter wraps up for A-grade ores and batteries. You're listening to O&M Live, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan Intelligent Mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care. I love it.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
On 1566 3NE.
And welcome back to O&M Live. Quarter time at the JC Low Oval. Yarrawonga 2-5-17 to Wangaratta 1-2-8. And breaking news as we go around the ground to the plough in Tarrawingi.
In the 2AY game today between Wangaratta Rovers and the Albury Tigers, at quarter time, Wangaratta Rovers 5-1-31 to 1-2-8 Albury. So a bit of not an upset, but a really good result there for Rovers. If we have a quick look at the Flex Out Physio quarters best in that first quarter for Yarrawonga, we had Lockie Howe in the ruck, Logan Morey and Bailey Fromfelder. And for the Wangaratta Magpies, we had Abraham Ankers and Matt Grossman.
Boundary side, Monty, for Albury-Wodonga MG. The messaging as you hovered around the Magpies camp at quarter time.
Yeah, just quick on that Rovers score. Obviously, you don't need your coach to be there to go all right. But, obviously, Ben Reid was really adamant. They just need to start shifting a lot better defensively. They're a bit slow and reactive where they need to start moving as soon as they see that player turn to kick it across their back 50. Whereas for Mark Wiley, he was really impressed with their attack on the footy and their use coming through the middle, and he said just take them on, let's keep moving as quick as we can and get our options inside 50.
The umpires in position, just waiting for the last few spectators to trickle off the ground. We're about to get underway for Solar Integrity, your local solar energy storage and off-grid specialists, building a sustainable future with Solar Integrity. Great to have your company on 1566 3NE or streaming right across the globe on Optus. O&M TV is the Big Mac. Robbie McKinlay on O&M Live.
Gibbons over the foot. He might have been held too, was he? He was. He's going to get a free kick. So the former Carlton star, Michael Gibbons, possession number 7, I think it is, pumps the ball into half forward. Oh, ball over the back. A race on here. Thornfeld, if he can pick it up, it's a chance for number 3. Runs around his left foot. Ran around 2. Centres the ball nicely. Open space. Bounce will be critical here. Good work, Wheeler. Wheeler spun. Wheeler turned. Wheeler kicked. Hurriedly back to Frauenfelder. Saunders applied a good tackle. And he's wrapped up inside forward 50. 40 out from the Yarrawonga Gold. Just started the second quarter. 17-8.
Great to have your company on O&M Live. Pigeons and the Magpies. Abraham Ankers gets a clearing kick but doesn't gain much turf. Working hard is Balding-Yong. Gets footy to boot. Sexton across the edge of the centre square. Links up nicely with Holgate. Kick to Irons. Pawn's good and it sits beautifully for him. 70 from home. Deep in the pocket. Williams is the target and gets it. Accurate kick from Ryan Ironspawn. Links up with Lee
How
Williams
good was
deep
the
in the
kick to
pocket.
Spawn from Sexton there? Just got it out as quick as he could, sort of found the loose man, and then it gets him moving on quickly inside 50.
Now, we might need to get Executive Gardenscapes to clear the amount of leafs that Lee Williams is standing in at the minute, because he starts his approach on the fence, 30 metres out deep in the pocket, and that's not your best, Leroy. Out of bounds on the full. Had about a metre to work with in there, and not much presenting inside the inside 50. You'll forgive him for that one.
The Leafs got in the way, Gussie.
I blame the Leafs too. 2-5-17 the Pigeons to Wangaratta 1-2-8. It's on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard, and the Magpies have got it at fullback.
They don't deal in Leaves EGS, mate. They go a little bit higher than that, I can assure you. Ball now. Foot of the pack is picked up by Fronfelder, and he's going to be penalised for incorrect disposal, and it'll be Fraser Ellis from half-back. Just makes 15 metres, finds Saunders, wheels around left foot kick. It's a real low burn and finds Anchors. Anchors between wing and half-back. Handballs it back to Saunders. Saunders, far side of the ground, kicks it towards half forward. Big pack, ball comes to ground. Chance here for Morey, free kick, whistle. Going to go the way of Joe Richards. Not sure, he might have been checked as he ran at the footy.
Yeah, Jack Sexton just jumped into his back when he was going for the mark, and no, it didn't touch the footy.
He gets it inside forward 50, Reed's on the lead, ball comes to ground, overrun, Moore, snaps, all alone back. He looks like Michael Gibbons, all on his own, last line of the fence, Gus, and he pumps it to half forward for Fothergill.
And here come the Pigeons. They're out here. Block applied by Ironspawn as Fothergill hugs the boundary towards Koopman. Kicks nicely. Koopman got it on the second bite of the cherry. True centre wing. Club room side of the JC low oval. Kicks to Ironspawn. Gains 40 metres, I should say. Ironspawn, right foot kick, wants to find Fronfelder, brings it to ground level. The ball goes out the back towards Lawrence and Kelly. Kelly got pushed off the football as Lawrence prevails. Wheeler, that was out of bounds, I reckon. And the umpire said, goal umpire has hit the deck. Travis Cartwright got that one on the Optus O&M TV. The goal umpire's hit the deck, but he still gives the one finger salute. Yarrawonga 2-6-18 to the Magpies 1-2-8. CMV truck and bus scoreboard.
I think that one finger salute was to you, Gus, just quietly. Clark takes a good mark at half back for the Wangaratta. 18-8. Yarrawonga lead. The Magpies, Joey Richards gathers, took a good mark, offload to boarding on kick, it's okay, Moore got a push I reckon, running onto it now, Chance of McVeigh, kicked it off the ground, soccer style, great shepherd Moore, McVeigh went in, handball over the top, looking for the coach in Reed, good work there, defensive work by Gibbons, who's put himself behind the ball at the moment, taking a bit of heat off the game, kick, on goal, a snap. That is incredible. That is amazing. And I reckon it's McVeigh who's kicked one of the goals of the season. A steal on goal today. Oh, McVeigh, how about that? From a pack, he got it through somehow. That's the sort of thing that can lift your Monty for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon Logan Moore won his time again. He thought he'd let it bounce and it'd be an easier pickup, but if he had gone for the mark, he probably could have stopped that one, but the bounce is straight over his head and through for a goal. What a finish from Liam McVeigh.
As we touched on in that first quarter, 13 inside 50s to 9 to start this game, but only 4 points behind the Wangaratta Magpies, so the coaching staff will take that at the moment.
So all of a sudden, it's a 4-point ball game, favouring the Pigeons. 2-6-18 to Wangaratta, 2-2-14 on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. Whoever's running the scoreboard's having a shocker today because the clock says 37 minutes. I tell you what, I don't know if the players can handle a quarter that long, but I reckon we've gone about 5 minutes into this second quarter. Grossman streaming through the centre of the JC low, kicks towards Reed, made a contest of it, ball pinballs away. Ironspawn amongst the action, left it behind as Clark intercepts for the Magpies. Inside forward 50, kicks okay. Cal Moore at full forward, the Morris medalist, trying to find Porter. Handballs into space, McLuhan shimmies and shakes, left foot kick to the goal square, and taking an unimposed mark on the last line of defence was Logan Morey. Beautiful work from the Pigeons, and there's something about the Magpies today, Robbie. They just look a little bit flustered as Howe marks and kicks inboard nicely to Wiley.
He does. Wiley releases to Gibbons. Gibbons off the left foot, kick goes to Fronfelder. I don't know, Gussie, it's been nearly a quarter since Yarrawonga kicked a goal. The last goal they kicked was a 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Rang have got the last two. They only trail by 4 points now. They've been challenged and they've held on okay, and What does the inside 50 suggest there, Brad Freak, for Waters?
Yeah, in this second quarter, Wangaratta's up to 4 compared to Yarrawonga 3, and they've been able to convert on the scoreboard in this term and be able to kick those couple of goals, and get themselves right back into this game.
Howell got the tap over the back, intercepted though nicely by Ellis. He handballed it backwards to Saunders, got it back to Ellis now, off half back, low, piercing, kicks a beauty, and he finds Hollandine Gussie, and he chips it. He looks for Jackson Clark, can't take it, ball comes to ground.
Well done by Sexton, tunnelled it forward to Gibbons, underground handball was okay, but Sharrock intercepts for the Magpies, kicks towards Dane Porter, but Lee Masters once again wins another one-on-one battle. He is an absolute superstar. What are his numbers on the Waters stat sheet?
Yeah, up to 7 disposals, Lee Masters, in this game.
Wheeler across true centre half back for Yarrawonga as Robbie McKinlay loses a bit of equipment. We go inside forward 50. Williams is the target and takes the mark. Would have loved to have seen young Bergen make an impact there. He kicks into the pocket nicely, and Ryan Ironspawn marks 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and it's a one-on-one battle between Boardingyong and Williams, and I just think they need to maybe look to put 2 players on him, Robbie. He's absolutely dominant going inside 50.
Yeah, the young Ironspawn did well here too. He's gained himself about 5 metres less angle. Umpire brought him round, but he'd already picked up about 10.
And smart football, Robbie.
Yep,
in the exact same spot Richards kicked from in the first quarter. Ryan Ironspawn kick started out to the right, and it hugged the right-hand side the whole way through. Yarrawonga shooting themselves in the foot as the CMV truck and bus scoreboard reads 2-7-19 to Wangaratta 2-2-14. Second quarter action on O&M Live thanks to Solar Integrity.
Hayden brings the ball back in, goes far side, looks for Juice Newton, who takes a good grab in front of Logan Morey. Half back on the town side of the ground. And Newton's kick is out of bounds on the full. So it's going to...
I think Michael Newton getting that far up the ground just shows what sort of effort Logan Moran's putting into him. He's had to go searching for his kicks because he's been so competitive defensively, Logan.
So they bring it back in. Masters for Yarrawonga gets it inside forward 50. Newton was there, couldn't grab it. Wiley was okay. Handball's intercepted by Newton. Off half back still. Controlled the ball okay. Allowed a chance to McClellan. Couldn't pick it up. Defenders come in and it will be balled up. What is it? Gussie be 70 metres around from the Yarrawonga goal. Bit of a scuffle going on there. Yarrawonga lead 19-14, and we're doing this quarter for Solar Integrity. Around the grounds for the plough in Tarrawingi. Brad Freak, be ready to rock and roll.
18 points up, Wodonga Bulldogs against North Albury at the John Flower Oval. As we touched on at quarter time, Rovers 31 plays Albury 8, Lavington 41 over Wodonga Raiders 13, and Myrtleford kicking away at Corowa 41-12.
And here at the JC Low Oval, it's a 5-point lead favouring the Pigeons. Gibbons goes inside forward 50, finds Fothergill, tied up in the pocket. Nick Fothergill snaps on goal! Steal on goal today, Nick Fothergill. Gibbons linking up with Fothergill was like poetry in motion. Yarrawonga finally have their third, 3-7-25 to the Wangaratta Magpies, 2-2-14 on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. The midfield of Yarrawonga, Monty, really starting to click into gear.
Yeah, they are. Michael Gibbons is really starting to work into this quarter, and finding Nick Fothergill there, and also Ryan Espon out on this wing has been fantastic, really becoming dangerous when he pushes inside 50.
Michael Gibbons in this second quarter up to 5 disposals. He's up to 11 for the game, as Monty touched on. He's really building. And Nick Fothergill's up to 6 in this game with a goal. He's one of a goal kicker for him. Kicked 11 goals for the season for the Pigeons.
Yeah, good play. Him and Ironspawn have been massive inclusions this year for the Pigeons. Quick kick by Wheeler to Coburn, who ran into a wall of trouble there. And he's tackled, and we'll have another ball up.
How's this, Robbie? Ryan Ironspawn was playing footy at Upper Ferntree Gully, 3rd division of the Eastern Football League, and was struggling to get regular senior footy.
Jeez.
Baffles you, doesn't it?
Says a lot about Metro. There you go. Gibbons somehow got a kick on it. Inside forward 50. Wheeler's handball was good to Coburn. Coburn from long range has missed to the left-hand side. Minus score 3-8-26 Yarrawonga. Wangaratta 2-2-14. And we have gone 10.5 minutes. Freaky, lucky I brought my clock with me.
You did. Well
what do you got for Waters, mate? Anything that's going to make me almost keel over?
7 inside 50s to 4 in favour of Yarrawonga, just like it was in the first quarter. Just been able to get the ball going forward a bit more. And they've had 7 marks inside 50 to 1. So they're just lowering their eyes a bit more when they are going forward compared to the Magpies.
Grossman for the Magpies comes out wide, finds Harvey Bergen, the boy from the thirds, kicks inboard. Richards Links up nicely once again with Grossman. Kicks long down the line. Calmore's the target. He gets there on the second, or the half volley, I should say. Finds the right boot and goes inside forward 50. Reed on the half volley. Tied up on the boundary. Finds his left. Kicks the juice in the goal square. Who does look a little bit proppy. He marks in line with the behind post. And he'll go back and he'll run around and just snap this one through, will Juice.
The three main men involved, eh?
And right on cue, Juice Newton kicks his first goal of the afternoon and brings the margin back to 6 points. Wangaratta 3-2-20 to Yarrawonga 3-8-26 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Scott Montgomery's boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG, and Juice Newton, he still looks a little bit proppy, that ankle giving him some grief.
He does, and Logan Moore just slipping at the wrong time there, made an uncontested mark, but just another one, boys. Cal Moores just ran off and he struggled to get to the boundary line. He's struggling big time out there, so I'm not sure what's wrong with him, but I'll try to chase that one up.
All right, so yeah, the three big players involved there. Moore to Reed to Newton for goal. They needed that one. They got it. Good game along to lead. And this is Solar Integrity second quarter action. Umpire Ash Broughton tosses the ball in the air. Jesse Smith, Rhodes, Gathers, kicks the ball almost inside forward 50. Not quite. Brad Freak. Masters marked that one 2 millimetres outside forward 50. And he plays on. And he drives it long towards centre wing from behind. I thought it might have been a little shove. Might have been the Burgermeister had that one. Went short, intercepted by Wheeler. Wheeler had to release a handball towards Fraunfelder, who was over the footy. Good work here, though, this time by Hollandine. Gee, the pressure's elite out there at the moment. Gibbons off the left foot. Kicked it long, but Saunders there. Good player, this lad, Lukey Saunders. He marks Gus and chips it to our man there, Paddy Warner.
Young Kyle Tyson's really impressed
He's
me,
a ball,
Robbie.
mate. I told you about him, Gus.
He's having a fair income crack in the ruck today for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Here come the Magpies. Ball's in the hands of Grossman. Kicks down the line. Reed doesn't quite have the front position. Well done, Jai Cross. Made a 50-50 on it, working hard to get the ball now is Forge. Kicks long down the line, needs it to bounce. It's out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the Magpies.
Hey, Monty, Grossman, Yarrawonga got to really man up there. He's starting to run a lot from off half back.
Yeah, he is. He's really starting to become very influential in the game. So a couple of these younger Yarrawonga half-forwards need to make sure that they're very accountable to him.
Well, it wasn't his best effort. Turned over as the Pigeons get the football to the true centre wing broadcast side, and Howe emerges.
Whoa!
Big collision. Well done by young Paddy Warner there, the boy from Benalla. Lockie Howe losing his footing at the crucial moment. Now he's just saying, don't do that one again, mate, because I'll absolutely pole at you. Boundary throw in right in front of our commentary position. The Yarrawonga Pigeons hold a 1-goal lead on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard midway through the second quarter.
And he said, get stuffed, Lockie. That's what he said to him. I could hear it from up here. Here's Wiley overran the footy. McVeigh came through hard. Gibbon picked him up and dumped him. Oh, I reckon that was a crowd free kick. They got a little bit excited. So did Gibbo. Gibbo kicks inside forward 50. Not a good kick. And the man with a nice bit of a hairdo on him, Smart, takes the mark. Kicks it dangerously but very nicely to half-back. Clark will play on quickly. Can he pinpoint something here? He can't. Hollandine will come out at first bite. Couldn't control it. Kelly was there. Hollandine was there. Fro, McClurnan, Long, Reed, Holgate. Reed marks! In front of Cross it was. And Benny Reed will go back to try and level the scores here at the JC Low Oval. Brad Freak.
Jackson Clark's getting busy in this second quarter, up to 5 disposals. And Matty Grossman, just to touch on, as you spoke about him before, boys, he's up to 6 disposals in this second quarter, 13 for the game as well. So they really have to try and nullify his run off the half-back line.
Ben Reed. He'll kick from about 35 metres. Kick on the way. It's a beauty. Oh, it has just made things very interesting here. It's 26 all Yarrawonga and Wangaratta. And Gus, we've gone 15 minutes in the second quarter action. This is a cracker.
Monty boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG. Yarrawonga will be really frustrated. They've dominated this game for at least 75% of the contest.
They have, and their inside 50 use just hasn't been quite there. Obviously, that turnover there, and then young Smart was able to just pinpoint to Clark coming through the middle, and they really opened up Yarrawonga with quick ball movement through the middle. Gets a one-on-one, which Ben Reed doesn't lose too many of those.
On the Water stat sheet, Harry Wheeler and Michael Gibbons are getting busy. Wheeler's had 7 in this quarter and Gibbons has had 8.
The Pigeons 3-8, the Magpies 4-2, and it's all square at 26 apiece. Howe taps it down, favouring Coburn, got taken high, then dispossessed of the footy. Umpire said free kick, holding the ball. It's going to go the way of Dane Porter. Umpire says no advantage. Bring the footy back.
Gus, I'm not sure what you and Monty are on, but of the last 5 goals this game, Wangaratta have kicked 4 of them. I call that dominance.
Well, I think 3-8's fairly dominant towards Yarrawonga as well.
I think there's been a reversal of the free kick here, boys. Matty Kelly looks like he might be the one that's given away a high free kick downfield.
The Warrior.
So Coburn gets the footy, kicks deep. Howe's the target in a 2-on-1. Jamie Anderson had the leap and brings it to ground level. Mops up his own handiwork. Left foot kick, clearing the line of the fence is okay. It's going to get out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Umpire says we'll ball it back into play right in front of our commentary position, 60 metres out from Yarrawonga's goal. Robbie, we've played 16 minutes in the second quarter on the Macca's time clock, and the football is all square at 26 apiece.
And Jamie Anderson's a gun, mate.
He's a superstar.
Absolute beauty. Gee, that was a good tackle from Dane Porter. Welcome to the R10, Nick Fothergill. Porter wrapped him up. It's tough footy. Gee, it's a good contest. It's 26 all. If you've just joined us, we're halfway through the second term. Gibbons, tackled by Saunders. They're all crying ball and this and that. Oh no, what's happened here?
Sling tackle, Ash Broughton's paid from outside there.
A sling tackle. Now Gibbons is 50 out. I'm not sure if Gibbo's got the journey here, Mont.
Oh, I'm with you, Robbie. I don't think he has. Take his best kick.
Gibbo loves a goal though, Robbie.
He does, it's that moment of ambition and capability, Gus. I reckon he's going to struggle. He sits it up in a good fashion. Lee Williams takes an absolute cracker, top of the goal square. That's why Gibbo did that. A Mawson's concrete player of the day. Gibbo set it up, and Williams said, I'll have a bit of that.
I'm telling you, boys, not many people believe him when this bloke signed the dotted line. He will be the best full forward in the comp, and with marks like that, Robbie, that's why.
Well, can he kick his first of the afternoon? Comes in now, kick on the way, and he bangs it straight through the guts, and the Pigeons are back in front. 4-8-32, Wangaratta 4-2-26. How about that for a bit of razzle-dazzle? Brad Freak for Watters.
Michael Gibbons are getting really busy in this quarter here for Yarrawonga Pinches. He's up to 9 disposals, and obviously they're kicking that there. And Lee Williams is the other one, boys. He's rated number 2 in the competition for contested marks, and just showed there why. He's taken 4 marks inside 50 today. He's been always sets a presence up there for the Pigeons.
And just something they've done, boys, they've chucked Lockie Howe to full forward. It's pretty much this whole quarter, and Kyle Tyson's ruck, just trying to stretch the Wang defence a little bit, obviously, with a couple missing down there.
Around the grounds for the plough in Tarrawingi. If we go to the 2AY game today, Albury on the comeback trail there, 40 Wangaratta Rovers to 34 Albury. In the other games around the Ovens of Murray at the moment, 34 points up, Lavington 54 to 20. Wodonga up by 16 points against North Albury, 31 to 15. And in the game up in the McNamara Reserve, Myrtleford kicking away against Corowa, 60 to 19.
So the scoreboard's gone down here.
Yeah, it's 32 to 26. Yarrawonga lead. We've gone 19 minutes, Gussie.
I'll tell you what, that's why you've got old school blokes like Robbie McKinlay with you on O&M Live. Old school tools never fail. Inside forward 50 to Williams. At the crucial moment, lost possession of the football. Handballs into the path of Fothergill. Snaps on goal. Tackled as he kicks across the face for a minor score.
I think I'm going to thank you for that, Gus.
No, that's a compliment, Robbie. The old school instruments, they always just seem to find a way. And as the scoreboard ticks back on, it's 4-9 to Wangaratta, 4-2. And you're not old, Robbie. You're just old school. Sometimes old school's good.
Thank you very much, Gus. Beautifully done.
Dug me way out of a hole there, didn't I?
I think you give me a clip. There you go. Hayden kicks it deep. Sharrock overran it. Wheeler's been good. Handball back to Iron Spawn. Iron Spawn kicks it 20 out. Here's Williams. Oh, he got blocked, I reckon. Play on was the call. Coming through was Warner. Handball off to Smith. Smith for Wangaratta. Kicks at the middle of the ground. Bounce wasn't good. Picked up by Ankers. Abraham Ankers has one bounce. Runs away from Morey. Went away from another. Got it back to Hollandine. And Hollandine has kicked a point. Left-hand side. Sensational football here at JC Low Oval. It's had the lot. Yarrawonga lead by 6. Gone 20 minutes in the second quarter, Gus, and we're doing it for solar integrity.
12 inside 50s to 7 in favour of the Yarrawonga Pigeons in this quarter. They've been able to take advantage of it, kicking a couple of goals, but Wangaratta Magpies right there, taking more probably advantage when they go forward.
Lee Masters from fullback kicks out to the tennis court side of the JC Low Oval. Hands and knees was Wheeler over the top, links up with Lockie Howe, left foot chip, kicks okay. Fronfelder couldn't quite get 2 hands on the footy. Kick back inboard was poor. Jesse Koopman handballs over the top. Fothergill gets through the centre of the JC Low Oval, lowers the eyes and kicks to Williams. Had a bit too much on it. Jamie Anderson got a crucial touch. Pendergast in pursuit. Well done, Braden Coburn. Wraps him up in the tackle, and the umpire says we'll ball the footy up. Yarrawonga are just starting to find that gear across the centre of the JC Low Oval. 33 plays 27 favouring the Pigeons.
Boys, Matty Grossman has come off holding the wrist, so he might not be ready to go, I don't think.
Just saw that, Mont. All right, so clearing kick off half-back by was boarding on, but waiting for it and sitting underneath it. Yarrawonga have got it. It might be Einspawn.
Yep.
And indeed it is. He'll bring it back into the top of the goal square. Williams sets himself for a fly. Great fist from Smart. Picked up by Gibbons. Got through one. Didn't get through two. Handball was bringing out the back to young Nimeholm there. Couldn't gather it. Paddled to Forge. Forge snaps on goal. Misses. Minor score. Yarrawonga 4-10-34. Wangaratta 4-3-27. We'll go to Monty first down on the boundary for Wodonga MG.
Yeah, Matty Grossman's straight in the rooms, boys, so not looking too good, but we'll wait and see what comes of that.
So if you just joined the broadcast, Cal Moore looks proppy. We suspect an ankle.
Still on the bench too, hasn't come back on, boys.
We suspect an ankle injury to Juice Newton, who I think's on the bench as well. Now Grossman. Real danger signs for the Wangaratta Magpies as the Pigeons hold a 34-27 lead on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. Anchors gain some valuable territory for the Magpies, but taking a strong mark across the half-back flank was Sharp. Switches the footy, or Sharp will mark the footy, I should say. In the back pocket for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Wants to come out broadcast wing. How's the intended target? Long down the ground where the kick was poor. Didn't favour him at all. And McVeigh intercepts for the Magpies. Umpire calls in the play on. Left foot kick, hugs the boundary line. It's okay. Ball's in the hands of Josh Smart, the man with the moulet. Umpire calls him to play on and kick it deep inside. Forward 50 go the Magpies. It's a high up and under to the top of the goal square. At ground level, Abraham Akers! Read it like a book. All class. The man from the Northern Territory kicks a vital goal for the Wangaratta Magpies. 5-3-33 the Maggies to Yarrawonga 34 on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. Coast to coast footy at its best on O&M Live.
On the Waters stat sheet, Harry Wheeler's up to 9 disposals in this second quarter. Michael Gibbons has been really busy for the Pigeons. He's up to 10 for the Pigeons as well. Nick Fothergill's working his way into the game. He's had 4 disposals in this quarter. If we look on the Wangaratta side of things, Jackson Clark's had 5 and Abraham Ankers has had 5 as well.
So it's a 1-point lead to the Pigeons. And the umpire will ball the footy back up in the centre of the JC Low Oval. Winning the clearance, here comes the Yarrawonga Pigeons via Wiley. Kicks deep. Williams is the target. Brought it to ground level. Good tackle from Frauenfelder. Umpire said free kick. Pushing the back. It's going to go the way of the Maggies. Oh, I thought that was there, Robbie. Lukey Saunders will have the free kick.
There he goes short, and he'll find Fraser Ellis. So scoreboard out of action here, but we believe it's a 1-point lead to Yarrawonga. As Ellis's kick finds Holland Dean, couldn't mark it under a lot of pressure. Young Bergen kicks it towards centre wing. Newton picked it up. He'd just come back up on the boundary. He's been flung to the ground. Centre wing right in front of that old scoreboard that's given us nothing. It's just got a black shade of nothing on it, Gus. That's all I can say.
It's a black shade of black, I dare say, Robbie.
And there's nothing on it. So it's a 1-point lead to Yarra. We'll keep you updated as much as we can. I think it's around about 32 to 20, 33 to 20, 32. Take it away, Gus.
Well, the umpires found a free kick here for Richards against the Yarrawonga Pigeons. And I tell you what, the scoreboard attendant, I don't know if it's his fault, but he's having a mare today.
That's why I love the old Albury Sports Ground scoreboard, Gus.
I'll tell you what, some of the 12-year-olds who put the scores up there don't get it right all the time either, Robbie. Here come the Magpies, inside forward 50 via McCloonan towards Reed, brings it to the front position, snap across, goal was okay from Boarding-Young. Didn't quite have enough on it, across the face for a minor score. So scores are level at the JC Low Oval in Yarrawonga. I don't know what it is. There it is, 34 apiece.
Beautiful.
4-10-34 to Wangaratta 5-4-34. That's on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. Gibbons kicks in from fullback for Yarrawonga. A tracer bullet to Lockie Howe, who marks across the left half-back flank for Yarrawonga. Great to have your company on O&M Live. Here's Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country Tavern.
Centre wing it goes from behind. Hayden brought the ball to ground. Just shuffling and working away. Might have been a high tackle. Then no play-ons are called. A lot of players around the footy at the moment. Underneath the scoreboard. And a whistle, free kick. It's going to go the way of Abraham Ankers, who kicked a brilliant goal a couple of minutes ago. Just read the ball magnificently off the face of the pack. And Big-time players like him in tight games like this that's played like a final, they're the ones you need to step up and do stuff like that. As Anchors kicks the ball, now it goes inside forward 50. Holgate gave up a bit of ground, got it back towards Pendergast. Wrecking kick finds Bailey Fraunfelder. Looking to break clear. In fact, it was Lawrence. Lawrence now gets it down the direction of Fraunfelder, but it's marked on that far flank, and it's it's Fothergill. Nick Fothergill has it, too far out to score. He'll sit it up. He does that now. Here's Lee Williams, and he does get it. Williams on the third bite. Absolute superstar, this fella. And he's going to go back and have a shot on goal to put Yarrawonga back in front, Gus, and he's going to kick it from about 30 metres out, 45-degree angle.
If I was in the Wangaratta coach's box, I'd potentially look to just play someone in front of him, Robbie, stop his ability to run and jump at the football and to present with the amount of prowess that he's doing, because he's going back to kick his second goal, and he's already missed one, Robbie, so he's starting to dominate Big Leroy.
Yeah, well, he's up against some really boarding on, and Jamie Anderson and the like. Williams come in, you'll get his reaction early days. How has he gone? He's kicked it. He loved it. Every little bit of it. A beautiful drop punt, and Yarrawonga go out to a 6-point lead. Was that a siren? 5-10-40. Wangaratta 5-4-34. It was a bit of a hit. Monty, did you think that was a siren?
Yeah, there was definitely a bit of a siren then, boys, but I can't go once umpire signalled, so maybe
there's a second left.
Could be a quick one, yeah, when this ball goes up.
Maybe. Around the grounds, thanks our good friends at the Ploughing Tarrawingi. Tarrawingi's #1 pub. The Albury Tigers have kicked 34...
There's not too many in Tarrawingi.
Well, there's only one. The Albury Tigers have kicked 34 unanswered points to have the scores level at 40 apiece. And you can catch that one on 1494 2AY. Umpire throws the footy aloft. Howe taps in towards space. Fothergill got legged. Howe brings the football back to ground level. And there goes the siren. Finally, at half-time here at the JC Low Oval. Robbie, the scoreboard's down to the score.
Yeah.
At present reads on your notepad.
It's a 6-point lead to Yarrawonga. I reckon it's 40-34.
Well,
we're working against some real tough things here at the moment.
I'll tell you what, there's not much going in our favour, but I'll tell you what is in our favour, the quality of this football game. It's half-time, and it's an absolute humdinger between the Magpies and the Pigeons. Plenty more to come on the other side of the break. You're listening to O&M Live. O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care. I love it.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
the rules. Carlton 0.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
O&M Live on 1566 3NE.
And welcome back to the JC Low in Yarrawonga. The halftime show thanks to Supreme Skylights. Great to have them on board in 2022. Visit supremeskylights.com.au. Gus McLeod, Scott Montgomery and Brad Sprinkles Freak with you. And I tell you what, some ball game on our hands at present, Monty.
Oh, it's a great game of footy. It's a real finals type game, isn't it? We've got two teams that want to play the game differently. Yarra trying to shift Wangaratta defensively and trying to chip around the outside, whereas Wang want to get it and go through the middle as much as they can. And both are working each time they try to do it, but they're probably defensively, both sides are also doing a good job to shift and get him behind the footy.
A 1-goal lead to Yarrawonga at the major break here on O&M Live as Brad Freak gives us our flex out. Physio's quarters best.
In that second quarter for the Yarrawonga Pigeons, I thought the two big guns in the midfield for them, Harry Wheeler and Michael Gibbons, were outstanding, the two of them for the Pigeons. And on the Wangaratta Magpies side of things, I thought Abraham Ankers was really strong in that second quarter, kicked the goal, had some really influential touches as well, and Jackson Clark was another one for mine, who got plenty of the ball in around that second quarter. He had a quieter first quarter. If we have a look at the Waters stats sheet, just as we touch on with Harry Wheeler and Michael Gibbons, both had 16 disposals each to half-time. Lee Masters is up to 11, and Nick Fothergill's had 9 as well. And on the Wangaratta Magpies side of things, 13 to Matt Grossman, who we suspect might be done for the day with maybe a wrist injury. Monty, Abraham Ankers is up to 12, and Jackson Clark's had 7, and Joe Richards has had 8.
So if you just joined the broadcast, we've had a couple of not major injuries to the Magpies, but they looked a little bit behind the 8 ball to start, Monty. And there's been a couple of events and a couple of knocks during the game, which makes you think a few of the boys running out for the Maggies may be a little bit underdone and potentially a little bit proppy.
Yeah, absolutely. As we spoke about, Michael Newton's the one that's still running around out there, and he looks very sore and very proppy, and he's coming off a lot more often than he normally would. Cal Moore come off about the 5-minute mark, 6-minute mark of that quarter and didn't go back on, took the boots off, so I reckon his day may be done. And Matt Grossman was holding that wrist. It might have been a shoulder, just trying to hold it in place. I just couldn't quite pick it up, but went straight into the rooms with the doctor, so he'll be very suspect if he comes back out, I would imagine.
So half-time here at the JC Low Oval in Yarrawonga. We're doing it thanks to Supreme Sky Lifts. And boys, skylights, I should say.
Yeah. Bit of a difference.
They do it all, mate. They do it all. They do sky lifts as well. I'm sure if you had enough money, they'd find a way to get you a sky lift as well. Boys, great to have your company on O&M Live. But I'll tell you what, the really alarming thing that we're finding in this game, or I'm certainly finding, is Yarrawonga have had pretty much every look going inside forward 50. They're just not capitalising, Brad.
Yeah, if we have a look at the Waters stats sheet, they've had 10 more inside 50s than the Wangaratta Magpies in that first half. It's just 26 to 16 in favour of the Pigeons. And there's also the big disparity in the marks inside 50. Yarrawonga's taken 9 marks inside their forward 50 to the 3 for the Magpies. You would have thought coming in today with the 3 key forwards and Moore, Reid and Newton for the Magpies, they'd have the lion's share of that. But it's been the Yarrawonga Pigeons midfielders, especially Monty, who've been able to lower their eyes and be able to hit their big forwards. And Lee Williams himself has taken 5 marks inside 50 in the first half.
Yeah, he's looked real dangerous for Lee Williams, but up the other end, I think they're defending quite well, which is probably meaning that when the ball hits the ground, their smalls are being really dangerous. They're the ones doing the damage. 5'4", so they're going nearly 50%. Whereas you look at Yarrawonga, who are 5'10", so they're going at 33% for shots on goal. So they just need to tidy that up, make sure that they get their looks in better positions. Now they're having their set shots from 45 out on angles, whereas when Wang go, they go nice and long and deep to their big targets. But we saw when Michael Gibbons had that kick from about 50, 60 out, just set it perfectly so that Williams could run in and hit that space nice and high and get nice and high. And now that's what they need to do. Start looking at where they're kicking it rather than just trying to find the easiest option.
What's going on inside the change rooms at this half-time break, Monty? What are the coaches having to say? I reckon Ben Reid will be fairly fired up with the performance his side's dished up.
I think he will be, but I think he will be able to say that there's still plenty of improvement in them. They haven't played their best footy. They've turned the ball over in dangerous positions quite a bit, and they've probably been a little bit off the boil with their attack on the footy, I reckon. I'm not saying they're second to it, but I just think Yarra are a bit more hungry when the ball's at ground level, so they know they've got a lot of areas they can still clean up, and they're only down by a goal at the moment, so if they can clean those areas up, there's no reason why they wouldn't be able to just continue on. But in saying that, in the other change rooms, I know Yarrawonga will be very happy with the position they're in.
Yeah, Yarrawonga, as you say there, Monty, be really happy with that. But the Magpies as well, we look at some of their, I guess, more of the X-factor type players, like Joe Richards only had 8 disposals to half-time, and Jackson Clark, who's been fantastic for him this year, has only had 7 disposals to half-time. Anchors, I thought, was really solid in that first half, having 12 and kicking a goal. But it's the players like Joe Richards that can really break the lines that you think would be able to hopefully come into the game. And if he comes into the game, any just like Wangaratta for mine can really run over the top of them. But as you say, Mark Wiley in the Yarrawonga's coach's box and in the change rooms at the moment would just be preaching the same thing. Obviously, having 15 shots in the first half, you'll eventually be able to get those shots on target and to convert them into goals.
Our team's starting to realise that Joe Richards is that good that they've got to put some time into him, because he is. He's one of the. I reckon he's probably the best player in the comp at the moment. He was in the first 8 weeks anyway. But then obviously what Darren Creswell was able to do last week with Todd Bryant, and when he rotates forward, because that's what happens. They go forward, him and Anchors, they swap, and then they lose their opponents once they come back up in the middle of the ground. And at the moment, I know last week Will Nolan and Todd Bryant were basically swapping whoever was forward between Anchors and Richards, whereas today it's Jack Forge and Jack Sexton. They're the two doing the job, and as soon as they change, they're onto them. There's no 5 minutes to try and figure out who's where. It's just onto it. As soon as it happens, they're onto it. Now it's probably the formula going forward for a lot of teams to have that set up.
You really have to have the couple of players with the leg speed to keep up with them. Obviously, Jack Forge and Jack Sexton have got great leg speed that can keep up with those two boys. So, I mean, as you say, Darren Creswell last week with the Wangaratta Rovers coaches group might have hit on something that the rest of the competition is going to copy now, because once you can do something well against one of the best sides, everyone seems to play a bit of copycat and be able to take over and do that.
Half-time here at the JC Low Oval in Yarrawonga. The Pigeons 5-10-40 to the Wangaratta Magpies 5-4-34 as we go around the grounds, thanks to the plough in Tarrawingi. Half-time between North Albury and the Dogs, and it's a 16-point lead to Wodonga. The Albury Tigers have hit the front at half-time to lead by 4 points after trailing by 34 points midway through the first quarter, Monty. That's a big turnaround in that game at WJ Finlay.
Yeah, that's a massive effort for those boys. And Albury can do that. They can score very, very heavily if they get on a roll.
Lavington lead by 50 points at the main break over the Raiders, 78-28. And, of course, a big result brewing at the McNamara Reserve. The Alpine Saints lead by 42 points at halftime, 68-26. As we go, turning our attention now to the netball side of things, thanks to Yarrawonga News and Gifts.
If we have a look at the netball, obviously earlier today in the game between Yarrawonga and the Wangaratta Magpies, Yarrawonga won there by 10 goals, 50-40. In the other games at the moment, Lavington have beaten Wodonga Raiders by 22 goals, 55-33. Corowa too strong for Myrtleford at the moment, 58-31. Albury are on top of the Rovers at the moment, 47-36, and in North Albury and Wodonga, North Albury too good there, 53 goals to 35 at the moment.
Of course, we're shaping up for a big second half here on O&M Live, and the conditions, Monty, in the middle of winter, you could not ask for a better day here at the JC Low. Sunbathed in Yarrawonga.
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it? And you see why the boys like to play on the far side of the ground out in that in the sun, because in the shade, I tell you what, on this side of that club room's definitely puts out a good shade, and yeah, it's nice and fresh in there. But no, it is fantastic. This is what it's finals like footy, and it's finals like weather, which is what we love to see.
That it certainly is, boys. Who wins the game from here? It's really ebbed and flowed. Freaky, what do you see playing out in the second half?
Oh, it's a really tight contest, I think. I mean, if Wangaratta can get the likes of Richards really involved in the game, I think they may be too strong. I think we'd all agree they probably haven't played up to what we know that they can play in the first half, and are only down by 6 points at half time. So, I mean, if they allow Yarrawonga to move the ball like they have been and get that quick transition, and it's just going to be a matter of Yarrawonga kicking straight in front of the big sticks, there could be the difference in the end. They take their opportunities and kick their goals. Yarrawonga, for mine, might kick away, but if Magpies can get those X-factor players like Richards and the like into the game, I think Magpies might be able to run over the top of them.
I think if Grossman and Moore are done, they can't win, Wang.
I think they'll potentially run away.
Yep, I think they will. I think they'll have the leg speed with a couple of more rotations. I think they'll just be able to continue doing what they're doing and just be a bit too much for them, especially Ethan Newton's only on one leg as well.
And I've always been a big fan of the losses, probably just as beneficial than a win sometimes.
Oh, you take it if you're Ben Reid, wouldn't you? This time of year, it's better to lose one now, and you can really work on what happened rather than get to a final and lose one there.
I tend to agree. Well, of course, it's a steal line goal of the day. A couple of contenders to start, of course. Nick Fothergill really set the tone. Bailey Fronfelder as well, Sprinkles.
And how can we forget about Liam McVeigh's effort from down in the pocket down in the
Warnie would have been proud of that. That turned a mile.
Absolutely beautiful. Just bounced over the defender on the goal line perfectly as well. Outstanding.
And a contender for the Mawsons concrete play of the day. Big Lee Williams was absolutely superb. Took a big, strong pack mark and absolutely juked it. And he set the scene for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Half-time here. It's a 1-goal lead to Yarrawonga thanks to Supreme Skylifts here in O&M Live. We'll take a break. Supreme Skylights, I tell you what, we've had an absolute mare here. We'll take a break. You're listening to O&M Live, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere, and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care. I love it.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
1566 3NE.
Welcome back to the JC Low Oval in Yarrawonga. We're about to get underway in the third quarter thanks to STY Metals in Wangaratta, your local steel supplying specialists. The current score, the Yarrawonga Pigeons 5-10-40 to the Wangaratta Magpies 5-4-34. A sunbathed JC Low Oval is the venue as M&M blares across the JC Low Oval.
He was just in the commentary box, wasn't he?
I think he was with Brad Sprinkle's freak. Scott Montgomery boundary sign for Albury-Wodonga MG. Yeah. Brad Freak on the box, on the stat sheet I should say in the box. My name's Gus McLeod and this is Robbie McKinlay for the Old Town and Country. It's O&M live action.
Don't know what you just called me then, Gus. Old and something, but anyway, I'll go with it. There's a ball up. We have a secondary ball up.
They're our sponsor, Robbie, the Old Town and Country.
Good.
Do a nice palmy.
It is. Beautiful out there. Now, free kick. Going to go to Gibbo. He's sort of been all right with the free kicks in the middle of the ground today. And he pumps it well inside forward 50. Williams flies. Williams doesn't mark it on the second or third bite. Kelly did well. Kick off the ground was okay. Desperation Stakes. Over the football there was Forge for Yarrawonga. Goes back in again. Does the young fella for another go and it's going to be locked up. Ball up just inside forward 50 for the Pigeons. They take a 6-point lead into the second half. And this is third quarter action for STY Metals. And this is Gussie McLeod on O&M Live.
Thanks, Big Mac. I'll tell you what, it's a real finals-like atmosphere today at the JC Low Oval as the umpire throws the footy aloft. Howe won the tap, ball at ground level now. Richards left the footy behind, dives back on top of it. Umpire should ball this one up, and in the end he's found a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Magpies. Joe Richards for a high tackle against Mark Wiley. So in the left back pocket, he kicks off one step down the line. Not his best kick, but Matt Kelly dropped a mark he probably should have taken. Sharp to Wheeler, inside forward 50. Leaving the football behind was Wiley. At ground level, Richards got a block. Fothergill applies some defensive pressure. But it's going to come back in fairly quickly as Einspawn intercepts and chips beautifully to Bailey Fronfelder. 45 degrees out, or 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Well, distance won't trouble him, Gussie. We saw this in the first quarter. He kicked back-to-back goals in about a minute from a similar distance, but he was a lot straighter on that occasion. And now this time he's on a more like a 45-degree angle, but pretty much, Gus, for a left footer in front of goal.
He's got an almighty run up, does Bailey Fronfelder, and he loves to arc around to favour his left foot at the last moment. In comes Fronfelder, arcs around now, gains some territory, kicks on the way, it's pushed across the face of goal and touched on the goal line for a minor score. The Pigeons 5-11-41 to Wangaratta 5-4-34 on the F45 scoreboard.
Boys, just a quick one. Matty Grossman and Kelmore are out of the game. They're changed into their normal clothes, so they're done for the day.
Hayden, thumping kick back into play, and it's sharked at ground level there. Although it's collected by the Magpies. A handball comes away at Paddy Warner. Warner down the line, looked for Abraham Ankers. Good work by Sexton. Sexton got a handball. Yeah, towards Masters. Got it back now to Sexton. Kicks it along the wing. Fumbling effort there from Faunfelder. Couldn't hold on to the football. It stays in. Now it comes out. Richards over the footy. And umpire Jason Rain says, give it to me, fellas, and I will ball it up. 70 out for the Yarrawonga goal. They lead by 7 points. We've gone about 2 or 3 minutes into the third quarter.
Howe was held in the ruck, and the umpire agreed. Free kick. Wiley doesn't want to pay the advantage, so Lockie Howe's got it. On the edge of the centre square, wants to find the right boot, does, kicks deep inside forward 50, Williams is the target, brought it to ground level, taken high was Fothergill, umpire said it was a fair tackle, and in the end he's paid holding the footy.
He took him on, Gus.
Interesting from my point of view. Saunders wins the free kick for the Magpies. His kick was poor. Well done by Lockie Howe. Applied some good defensive pressure. Frontfelder intercepts, finds a left boot from 40. Bailey Frontfelder with a steel line goal of the day. He's electric, this young fella. He's booted 3. And the Pigeons start the third quarter with a hot start.
5 inside 50s early for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Just a flow-on effect from the first half as well, where they dominated that against Wangaratta, and they've just been able to kick that goal there through Bailey Fromfelder. Kicking, as Gussie said there, 3 for the day. Joe Richards is one that we touched on, had to get busy early for the Magpies. He's had 2 early disposals in this third quarter.
So Bailey Fromfelder, he banged through a goal in the 4-minute mark of the first quarter from that end, and he's done the exact same thing kicking to that end in the third quarter, Gus.
He likes the waterworks end of the ground, doesn't he?
And you know what he did next in the second quarter? He kicked one a minute later. Let's see. Howe's tap was brilliant to Wiley, but he overran it. Kelly intercepted. Comes back to Howe. Howe through traffic. Handball to Gibbons. He was quick enough to kick it. Short ball. Missed there by Warner. Kick off the ground. Swing and a miss by Fothergill. He went back for another bite of the cherry. And piling it everywhere there over the ball. Pack of 5 or 6 footballers there somewhere.
It's real stacks on.
Jeez, it is. It's when there's no way they're letting this ball out easy. As it up it goes again. McVeigh and Howe went up for it. Howe took it out of the ruck. He'll be penalised for that. A bit unlucky, but that's the rule. And the free kick will go the way of McVeigh. They can get the ball out of Big Lockie's arms. And that's what it's going to be, Gus. So he gave it back. Is that 50? Anyway.
Well, the umpire had to give it, Robbie, and he said, stuff ya.
You have a think about that. Dan Sharrock's got the footy, Gus, and he hits up Hollandine.
And he kicks beautifully. He marks on the edge of the centre circle, arcs around, finds the right boot, kicks deep to a contest, Masters through across the pack. And getting a quick up and under kick was Abraham Ankers. Reed dropped the mark on the goal line. Happy to concede was Jack Sexton across for a minus score. Wangaratta moved to 5-5-35. Yarrawonga 6-11. 47 will cross boundary side to Monty for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, boys, it's been a bit of a slow start for both sides here. They're sort of just seeing who's going to be the first to flinch to start this third quarter.
Harry Wheeler played on from the kick in, kicked it long, and it's mopped up eventually by James McClure. And a clever little kick. He went backwards, and he finds Matt Hayden. Hayden now drives the ball inside forward 50, reads the target, goes through his hands. Hollandine, did he have the footy? Play on was a call. Ellis was there. He went hard, he went high. The free kick's going to go the way of Lee Masters. Right, last line of defence for Yarrawonga. They lead 47-35. That's 12 points, Gus. And we've gone 6.5 minutes in the third quarter for STY medals.
Your maths is a lot better than mine, Robbie, so I'll take your word for it. Howe's kick probably wasn't the best. Hugs the boundary line out of bounds for a boundary throw in as Brad Freak gives us an update on the Waters stat sheet.
Harry Wheeler and Michael Giddens have started really well in this third quarter. 2 disposals each. Takes them to 18 each in this last third quarter. 5 inside 50s to 1 to start as well.
Howe to Wheeler. Poetry in motion from the Pigeons. Links up with Koopman. Back in ball to Ironspawn and Wheeler. He got a hospital handball, and that's going to be holding the footy. Jim McCloonan wrapped him up beautifully in the centre of the JC Low Oval. And the umpire said, that, my friend, is holding the ball as the Magpies play on. They want to go inside forward 50. Reads the target. One-handed attempt was not bad. To palm it to Ankers, who snapped on goal and just missed to the left-hand side across the face for a minor score. Hasn't been overly impressive in front of goal today. Have both respective sides. The Yarrawonga Pigeons 6-11-47 to the Magpies 5-6-36 on the F45 scoreboard.
A lot of pressure, isn't there, around the ball? We're seeing not only in front of goal, but just around the ball. We've seen by the amount of when that ball up happens, there's generally a ball up because there's 5 or 6 players over the footy, and that's the sign no one's prepared to concede. Masters plays on and kicks it out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will be taken by McVeigh, who is right underneath us here.
That's 50.
As the mark's been set, ball gets thrown over his head. It's literally 2 metres from us here.
You'll hear the...
We will hear the poof of the ball. Here we go. Listen to this. Ooh, that was sensational. Here's Newton at the back. Reid! Oh, Benny Reid read that better than anyone else. The ball had a fair bit of outswing late, and Reid fell with the flight, Gus. He let the ball come to him, and he took it right in front, and he chanced to get the margin back to 5 points. Reid, he's missed. I think he's missed. Goodness, hang on.
The umpire is going to convene with the field umpire along with the boundary umpire, Robbie.
Oh, my goodness. He just took that too easy, did Benny Reid, and he's missed. What a let-off. 10-point margin, Yarrawonga lead. Monty, I'm stunned.
I am too. He used to do that a bit for Freaky's mob too.
He did it a lot for my mob, mate.
So, yeah, no, very disappointing that one because that obviously gets him right back into the game, and now it's still that 10-point margin.
Uncharacteristic from Ben Reid. He's a superstar of the competition. That one will stay in his memory bank for the rest of the day, I dare say. 10-point lead, favouring the Pigeons. Football at true centre wing. Tennis court side of the ground as Wheeler intercepts. Wants to gain some territory for the Pigeons. That he does. Kicks nicely in towards Fronfelder, who shimmies and shakes and blocks off 2 players. Kicks okay to Koopman. Inside forward 50. Intercepted beautifully by Sharrock. He's been really good for the Magpies today. Probably one of their best.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
Kicks okay to Porter. Working hard is Boarding-Yong. Dane Porter once again. Number 1 in the competition for handballs is Dane Porter, and he got another 2 of them there. Kick towards Anchors. Met nicely by Sexton. Dropped his footing at the last moment. Wants to find the boundary. That's deliberate. And the umpire agrees. So it's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Juice Newton.
No, it's got to go to Anchors.
So Abe Anchor's right in front of us in our commentary position. The puff of the footy, as McKinlay would say. They go deep inside, forward 50, 20 from home. Well done at the back of the pack was Logan Morey. Handballs to the boundary line. Reid keeps it alive. Holland Dean snaps from the pocket. And it's just hit the stick on the way through. He's an exciting young player out of the thirds for the Wangaratta Magpies. The margin is up to 9 points. 6-11-47 to Wangaratta. 5-8-38. And that's on the F45 scoreboard.
On the Water stat sheet, Harry Wheeler's won in the Yarrawonga this quarter again. He's up to 4 disposals, takes him to 20 for the game. Abe Anchors has started getting busy for the Wangaratta Magpies. He's had 3 disposals.
Boys, just another one too. Jamie Anderson's got the hoodie on the bench, so he may not be back either.
So is that down to 3?
3 down, 1 on the bench, I think.
McVeigh took a really good mark from the kick in, and he's found Bergen. Bergen, the middle of the ground, decides to go long. Target is Reid. Got to beat 3 or 4 defenders. Comes to ground. Hollandine handballed out in a hurry. Here's a chance for Wheeler. G's been good. Possession number 21. Kicks towards Fronfelder. Picked up by Williams. Got it back to Fronfelder. A clever little dribbling, grubbing kick to Howe. Picked it up. Kicks to the middle of the ground now. Chance here for Pendergast. Keep it going, young man. Pendergast floats a handball to Tyson. Back to Williams. Williams will get it inside forward 50. Kick's going to be good. It's a beauty. Beautifully weighted pass. And it's found Coburn. Coburn goes short, and he's found Urquhart, who's snuck inside forward 50. Distance might trouble
I was just
him.
thinking the same thing, Robbie, but the umpires have been dynamite about the man on the mark staying put. And I reckon Urquhart might be able to just run around and gain himself 5 or 6 extra metres.
He's got the Yarrawonga club rooms behind him, the can bar behind him, and he's going to have to kick it from about 50 metres. Urquhart comes in, kick on the way, it swings late, touched on the line. Wonderful defensive work there by a couple of those Magpie defenders. And the margin, Gussie, now is back to 9 points.
Around the grounds, thanks to our friends at the Plough in Tarrawingi. Some of the most horrendous news in the SSNA Ovens and Murray. Jake Sharp has been taken from the ground with another suspected ACL injury. Football is just such an incredibly cruel game. Thoughts and prayers go out to Sharpie. Back here at the JC Low Oval, the Pigeons go inside forward 50. Free kick downfield. Talk us through this one, Monty.
Yeah, just as young Ironspawn kicked the footy, he just got hit just after he made contact with it, so they paid the free kick about 20 metres out, nearly straight in front for the big Lee Williams.
It's hard to be up and about when a moment like that happens at the McNamara Reserve. the ball's in the hands of Lee Williams, who's already kicked 2. Takes his season tally to 36. From 20 metres out, call it directly in front. Leroy makes no mistake. Yarrawonga are up and about 7-12 to the Wangaratta Magpies 5-8 on the F45 scoreboard. Brad Freak on the Waters stat sheet.
Yeah, we keep touching on him. Harry Wheeler up to 6 disposals in this quarter now, 22 for the game. He's been outstanding. Lee Williams just there kicks his 3rd of the game, as well as Bailey Fromfeld, who's also kicked 3. But Lee Williams has had 5 marks inside forward 50, just kept a big presence for them all day as the ball keeps going in their forward half.
Yeah, big goal. We see Williams finish off there. Reid misses a chance a few minutes ago down at the southern end. And the margin, all of a sudden, has just snuck out to 16 points. Middle of the ground. Up it goes. Howe got the tap to Gibbons. Gibbons handballed. I'm not sure if he was caught. I thought he got a handball release.
I thought it was pretty stiff, Robbie. He didn't have the footy for long either.
Yeah. Anyway, Joey Richards, it was a good tackle.
Great tackle.
And Richards has got the free kick. He kicks it, wobbles it. Here's a chance for Newton. Oh, he missed it overhead. Good work there by Sharp. Newton did okay. Palm Shark, he's caught. Juice is in, a lot of bother. He gets the old customary push in the back and says, bad luck. And Koopman got the free kick, goes backwards, and he kicks it to Sexton.
I like Koopman's new role. He's not playing as that small forward. He's playing more of a hybrid, working up and down between the arcs, and he's making an impact. The Pigeons go long down the line. Well done, Juice Newton. Made a contest against Howe, out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
We go around the grounds for the plough in Tarrawingi, and Wodonga Bulldogs up by 2 goals against North Albury midway through the 3rd quarter there. Wangaratta Rovers kicked out again, 21 points they lead over the Albury Tigers. Lavington up by 40 points over Wodonga Raiders, and Myrtleford up by 48 points against the Corowa Rutherglen.
And back here at the JC Low Oval, 7-12-64. The Pigeons favour the Magpies 5-8-38 as Williams paddles the football back in towards Tyson. Well done, young fella. Handballs into space towards Fothergill.
Put down
He's
the
got
glasses.
an open forward 50 to run into. Richards got him at the crucial moment. Umpire said no free kick. Ball's 40 metres from home, diving on top of it, and the umpire's found a free kick now for a push in the back. It's going to go the way of Wangaratta. They should have had one earlier with Joe Richards, but in the end, Luke Saunders gets it at true centre half back, and he switches the footy out wide, Robbie, to Fraser Ellis.
Yeah, and Ellis does well. He beats Einspawn, and he also picked the ball up cleanly, kicks it down the line. That one just stays in, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. Right smack bang on centre wing, 54-38. Yarrawonga lead Wangaratta. Are we seeing the first loss of the season? Gus, you tipped this?
I did, Robbie. There's
So
still
far.
a long way to go. We've played 15 minutes on the Macca's time clock in the 3rd quarter on O&M Live.
Yeah.
Leaving the footy behind was McLuhan. The umpire dives on top of this one and will ball it up. Brad Freak on the Waters stat sheet.
Yeah, Harry Wheeler up to 6 disposals in this quarter. Inside 50s, which have been lopsided towards Yarrawonga all day, up just in their favour by 1 in this term, 7-6. So Wangaratta have had their opportunities, but just haven't been able to capitalise.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good summary there. That's stats from Waters. And here's Gibbons. Gee, he's been good this quarter too. Ran with the footy, had one bounce, tumbled inside forward 50.
Downfield, boys, downfield again.
Down, and Gibbo milked it beauty like a Keyword dairy farmer the way he did that. It was
Against Kelly.
sensational. It was. Williams chips, and he does Lawrence. Now he's a left-footer Lawrence, but he decides to come in board to Williams. Oh, and he got cannoned into as he marked it. I don't think it was vicious enough to get a 50-metre penalty for it. He's okay, and he'll shoot 45 directly in front. Gus for number 4.
Well, Robbie,
your boy.
This is the stat that is really alarming. Lee Williams averages 6.8 goals a game, and if he keeps that form up against a side like Wangaratta, it's scary to think what he could achieve in season 2022.
Yes, he came here with good raps. You gave him huge raps, and he's certainly living up to all those expectations. Comes in now. Lee Williams, kick on the way. That is a great finish. Lee Williams gets 4, and the Pigeons extend the lead now. It's gone out to 22 points, and we have gone 17 minutes in the 3rd quarter for STY medals. Monty, down on boundary side for Albury Wodonga MG.
Yeah, just a couple of little things there. Obviously, they're down the field. It's the second one now where they've got the free kick inside 50 and Williams has finished it off. So Wang just need to get that discipline back to not give away any cheap ones.
8 inside 50s to 6 in this third quarter as well. They've been two ahead of... Oh, I'm not quite sure what just happened there.
Sorry. What was that? Monty, was that you?
I don't know who that was. I'll tell you what, I've never heard.
I thought the Go Hoppers Go was bad. Some bloke just gave us a Pigeons impersonation as McVeigh clears the football for the Magpies and goes inside forward 50. Juice Newton looks in a world of pain hovering on that ankle, 45 metres out from goal. The umpire will ball the footy up.
Wasn't Bill Laurie by any chance, was it down there, Scotty?
I think it was one of his pigeons, actually, that got out.
60 plays 38, favouring Yarrawonga. Ball 50 metres out from the Magpies' goal. At ground level is Tyson. Been really good, the young fella. Dane Porter wrapped up in a tackle by Gibbons, holding the footy.
Ooh, yeah.
And Mawson's concrete player today is the former AFL star, Michael Gibbons. Just starts to find his feet in the SSNA Ovens and Murray.
Juice Newton has got Mark Wiley by the ankle. He won't let him go as Masters gathers another kick. Perfectly placed. And he kicked it to Logan Morey. Lee Williams, lads, has kicked 4 of the last 6 goals in this game. After not kicking a goal till the 18-minute mark of the second quarter, he's kicked 4 of the next 6. So a significant move there. It's a 22-point lead. Gus, what do you got from you there, mate?
The Rovers have kicked away once again, 80-46, thanks to the plough in Tarawinji.
Big game there for the Rovers. See, a lot happening around the grounds. Anchors, hurried kick, got it high, I thought. He got it pretty high. Is it downfield or is it a no advantage played? Or
No, as he kicked it, so he's brought it back.
So Abraham Anchors has it. Half back, kicks to the middle of the ground. Target there will be corner of Jackson Clark. He took a beauty, Gus, and he's got a chance to put him inside forward 50.
Probably the recruit of the year for the Magpies in his homecoming season. Kicks towards Reed. If he can get a favourable bounce, the umpire probably didn't do him too many favours. He was in the road, Robbie.
Well, he once got flattened at Bunton Park, Ash Broughton, in a final, and he nearly copped it again there.
So we'll ball the footy back into play. 40 metres out from the Magpies' goal. Broadcast pocket of the JC Low Oval in Yarrawonga. Newton to do battle with Howe. Howe just pushed him out of the road and bombs it long down the line. Kicks okay. Well trapped there by the young fella in Pendergast. Intercepted by McVeigh and he pumps it long. Reads the target. Well done, Masters. Sat in the hole. Howe to Masters once again. Anchors emerges from the pack. Got to be holding the footy, and that it is. Great tackle from Matty Holgate. He was serving up hamburgers before the game, and he's serving up potentially match-winning tackles in the third quarter.
Geez, he's got a rig on him too, hasn't he? He had the tight shirt on there. He had the muscles bulging. He looked good, freaky.
I was going to say...
New man crush, Robbie.
Well, I was very impressed by the young man's physique.
He's obviously got a few tips off Robert.
Yeah. Jeez, he's got old RB McKinlay covered.
What's the odds?
Thanks anyway.
He's probably a beekeeper, isn't he?
Thanks anyway. Well, he could well be. Masters gets another possession. You worry about your stats, Freaky. Don't be a smart ass, mate.
You forget who puts the roof over your head sometimes.
Now, Einspawn marked it. The trouble is, Gus, he was in the tennis courts. So it's out of bounds on the full, and the free kick's going to go the way of Matt Kelly.
Now, we love the bald-headed warrior on O&M Live, but he's been quiet today.
He's got it again now, Gus.
And he's starting to rack up a couple on the Waters stat sheet, but that one was not his best. Intercepted by Wheeler. Handballs over the top. Einspawn hugs the boundary line. 1-2 with Wiley. Wheeler. Long kick down the line's okay. Gibbons is down, boys. Gibbons is down and in a world of hurt behind the footy. Monty will keep an eye on that one. The Magpies regather the football. Handball back in towards space. Matty Kelly links up nicely for the Magpies. They kick towards true centre wing. Over the top to Joey Richards. Wants to find some space. There's no one to kick deep to, so he chips in towards the pocket towards Holland Dean. That is not good. Masters kicks out wide. It's okay to Sexton. Boundary side to Monty for Albury-Wodonga MG. Gibbons is not looking good.
No, I think it's just an ankle. He's sort of starting to run it out a little bit, but it's not looking great at the moment.
Yeah, as he does come off, I think he might be right about the ankle. Looks like the right ankle. He's starting to get a little bit more movement in it now. Who knows, it could be a restrap.
He's back on a trot here. I think he'll be right. I think he just went over it in that 2-on-1 contest, and he'll be right to go.
The look on his face through the binoculars, Robbie, was horrific.
Yeah.
It did not look good.
So we'll check his stats too for Waters, Brad Freak.
He's up to 20 for the day. Gibbons, he's been really, really strong for the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Geez, how about the pass of Einspawn? Hit up Pendergast. Pendergast looks for Williams. Ran under the footy. Saunders is going to be good and clean here. He is. And he ran to his left-hand side. He's a left footer. A good kick too. Chance here though. Pendergast again, been very prevalent of late. Handball to Hurry. Did he have the footy? No, he didn't. Free kick will go the way of Yarrawonga at half forward. It might be Mark Wiley.
It is, Robbie.
It is Mark Wiley who's got the free kick. He's 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Brad Freak.
On the water stat sheet, Mike Wiley only up to the 11 disposals today, but he's been really strong when he's been in and around the contest. You always know when he's there. When he's in the contest, the coach, something always happens for the Pigeons.
Well, after this shot on goal, we'll go down to Scott Montgomery for Albert-Onga MG. We'll get an update on what he has seen. His diagnosis on Michael Gibbons.
Dr. Mont.
Dr. Mont will be down with you shortly. In the meantime, Mark Wiley comes in, big kick, and he's pushed it straight through the guts. Wiley gets a big goal. And Mawson's concrete player of the day here in Yarrawonga. They are 9-12 and they've taken the lead out now to 28 points as the advertising comes on the scoreboard. Monty, your medical prognosis on Mr. Gibbons, please.
He had a big smile on his face and gave me a wink on the way off, boys. So I think he'll be all good. He's just getting that ankle re-strapped now on the bench, so I reckon he'll be right to go in the last quarter.
Harry Wheeler has really kept up his good form from the first half here, guys. He's up to 8 disposals in this third quarter. That takes him up to 24 for the game. The inside 50s has still been the one. 11 ahead for the game. Yarrawonga just killed him and had more of the play inside their forward half of the ground.
23 minutes gone on the Macca's time clock, during the third quarter on O&M Live. Umpire should ball this footy up in the centre once again.
Gus, have a look at the scoreboard.
Well, it's black again, Robert.
Thank you very much. There's nothing on it.
I'll tell you what they could put on there. A big sponsorship. Maybe put STY medals up on there. Great to have them on board for O&M Live and season 2022. The Pigeons lead by 28 points on O&M Live. Lockie Howe wins another tap for the Pigeons at ground level. Kelly emerges with the football. Handballs over the top. It's okay. They're going to go inside forward 50 the Magpies. One-on-one with Reed. One-handed bite of the cherry. Couldn't quite bring it to ground. Holland Dean kicking in danger. Free kick to Yarrawonga. I want to applaud the effort of Jai Cross.
Yep.
He has played some game on Ben Reed today. Probably giving away a foot too, Robbie.
Yeah, and what's happened here? He's been told to go back on his mark. That's okay. So Masters will have it. Freaky, put another stroke on your little list there, whatever you do. His kick's okay, and Sharp holds on to a beauty. And speaking of Sharp, Holbrook coach Matty Sharp, who's ill with COVID at the moment, he's tuning in today. So good afternoon, Sharpie.
And a big thank you to Lukey Chilcott, who's texting us through the scores. 9-12-66 to 5-8-38. The man behind the live stream.
Well, thank you, Luke. He's a masterful man. He's even got the scoreboard operating again here. So
you can do it all, mate.
9-12-66 Yarrawonga. Wangaratta 5-8-38. 25 minutes gone third quarter. We are doing it for STY medals. And that is on the F45 Wangaratta score card board, and here is Gus McLeod.
That is one of the best boundary throw-ins I've ever seen. Absolutely superb. I reckon it went about 40 metres in the air, Robbie. Marvellous stuff.
Geez, you're easily pleased.
Ball in the centre of the JC Low Oval. Fronfelder gets his hands on the footy. Handballs over the top, overrunning it for the Magpies, working hard. Is Ellis, gets his hands back on the football. Comes out wide to Clark. True centre wing broadcast side. Right foot kick. Sexton flew high, left it at ground level. Newton, as the siren sounds, he pumps the footy through the big sticks, but it won't count. And the word to describe the Wangaratta Magpies at present is frustrated. The scoreboard, Yarrawonga 9-12-66 to the Wangaratta Magpies 5-8-38. A big final quarter is coming your way on the other side of the break. The Magpies are undefeated at present, and Yarrawonga are going to give them a red-hot crack at breaking that mantle. Three-quarter time at O&M Live, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere, and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
1566 3NE.
You are listening to On-M Live, and if you've just joined us, it is Yarrawonga 9-12-66, lead Wangaratta 5-8-38. That's at three-quarter time. And Monty, you've been down there amongst the huddles and you've been had your ear to the ground. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so Yarrawonga was quite happy. There's two different moods, that's for sure. Yarrawonga very happy. Mark Old is saying, let's just not change anything. Let's keep going. Let's not take the foot off the pedal. Let's keep working and shifting them defensively if we can. And while Reedy just asked for his boys to really step up, they're under the pump, obviously, down only one on the bench. They need to just keep working and dig really deep here and try and give it everything they've got and try to get back into it.
Yeah, and Monty, we'd see Jamie Anderson here with ice around a groin area inside the leg. Cal Moore limping off. Mark Anderson's already off. We've got Matty Grossman here holding an arm or a shoulder.
Yeah, he's got in a sling, so I reckon that's a shoulder.
Yeah, there's been a bit of carnage here today, and gee, they've hit up hard here, Yarrawonga. They have been very fierce at the footy, and they lead 66-38. Brad Freak for Waters, you've got your quarters best. Also, you've got a bit of an injury list you've been compiling there too.
Yeah, I do have the bit of injury list, which you thoroughly went through then, Robbie, with those boys. But in the flex out, physio quarters best of that third quarter. On the Yarrawonga side, I had Harry Wheeler, who's been awesome for them all day, and Ryan Ironspawn on the wing. I thought things been one of their best. And the Wangaratta side of things, Fraser Ellis and Dan Sharrock for mine were really strong in that third quarter.
We're about to get underway in the fourth quarter thanks to APCO in Wangaratta. To start the score, it's 9-12 to Yarrawonga. The Magpies are 5-8. You're listening to O&M Live Footy. The Pigeons and the Magpies, and here's Robbie McKinlay to get us underway.
Thanks, Gus. And Jackson Clark went hard at the footy. Gibbons comes in with a big tackle on Sharrock, and he wraps him up. Gee, when Gibbons tackles you, they stick. Smith, though, got a clearance out of the middle of the ground, pumped it inside forward 50. Reed flew, ball came to ground, anchors, underground handball. Chance here now. Holland-Dean squeezes the pass towards McCloonan, but the other number 17 in the long sleeves, Logan Morey, got a fist into it and has knocked it out over the boundary line. For a boundary throw-in, 30 around from the Wangaratta goal. They trail by 28 points.
Great to have your company on 1566 or streaming across the globe on Optus, O&M TV. As Anchors is wrapped up in a tackle, we'll ball the footy up once again. Freaky, the inside 50s in that third quarter?
Yeah, at 10 for Yarrawonga to 10 to Wangaratta, so they're even in that turn, but Yarrawonga obviously able to make more advantage of their chances.
Yeah, the Magpies were the first in the last quarter. Anchors at ground level got taken in a dual tackle, and the umpire says we'll ball it up once again.
Those inside 50s as well, Gussie. Yarrawonga's 10 ahead for the day as well, so it really just paints the picture of how much dominance that the Pigeons have had all game, not just in that third quarter.
Ball up, Wiley tracked it, couldn't gather it. Anchors hard at the footy, and he might get a free kick. I reckon he's cut underneath his legs. Mont, would you go with that one?
Yeah, he paid a trip in the end, so yep, absolutely.
So Abe Anchor's been okay today. They need this one. They just need to get this. You've got to remember, Yarrawonga, if they've got a weak link all year, it has been their final quarters. So even last week, I think Wodonga Raiders outscored them in the final quarter here at home. So it's one thing they haven't done as well as others is finishing off the game. So maybe a couple early goals here, a bit of early pressure. Anchors, the man from Alice Springs comes in, kick on the way, and he's threaded it through for a minor score. Or has it been touched? There's a bit of confusion. We're going to go with a point. And it's going to be Harry Wheeler who will bring the ball back in. Gus McLeod. About 3 minutes gone. It's 2 minutes gone, final term, and it's 66-39. 27-point lead to Yarrawonga.
A fair upset brewing in the SSNA up into Murray. That one's going to come straight back in because McVeigh's intercepted, or Clark, I should say. Inside forward 50. Reed on the second bite of the cherry, brought it to ground level. The Pigeons have numbers. Fronfelder kicks across the face of goal. Lockie Howe, who marks on the half-back flank, wants to chip delicately, and that he does. The man who was named as an emergency, Tanner Nyholm, marks, true centre wing, broadcast side to Williams, made a contest of it, gathers his own footy, left it behind to Fronfelder, who handballed over the top. Williams in a phone booth, kick inside forward 50, good mark taken by Pendergast.
He shows a bit, doesn't he, Neddy?
He shows a lot, young Ned. 40 metres out on a tight angle. He's ignored all of those.
Good on him. Absolutely. Go back and bang it through the middle. I remember calling this kid at an under-16s grand final. It seems only about 4 or 5 years ago.
So this is a massive kick in the context of the game.
He was about that size then, Gus.
Pendergast for the Pigeons. Kicks across the face of goal for a minor score. Yarrawonga, 9 goals, 13, 67 to the Wangaratta Magpies, 5-9-39 on the work locker Wangaratta scoreboard. We've played 3.5 minutes. Fourth quarter action for APCO Wangaratta.
Yeah, I hope they don't get into trying to protect this league, Gus. I mean, they just got to keep playing the same footy they've played all day. Take it on, be tough in the contest, which they've been really good at, and they just look to score goals. As Matt Hayden plays on, runs from fullback, kicks it long. Holland-Dean was the target, couldn't grab it. Gibbons did well. Newton was there. Handball's okay. Richards got absolutely barreled. I don't know if he's down. There's so many players around the ball there.
Still down.
You can see those blue boots of Joey Richards. He's starting to pick himself up now, and he'll be okay. Gus, he just got a nice little bit of a clip there, inadvertently. Nothing in it. As Howe won another tap, McVeigh was okay. Got it towards Dane Porter. Over the footy. Good handball release. Clarkson over at it. Have a look at the pick up by Harry Wheeler. Mark Wiley wasn't on the same page. He got a surprise too, I reckon, the way he picked it up. as Richards and Wheeler have a little bit of a to-do. Throw it in, Gus, boundary side. We'll go to Brad Freak first for 40 winks.
On the Waters stat sheet, Harry Wheeler is up to 25 disposals. Sorry, Rob Dog, he's had an outstanding day for the Pigeons today.
I was asleep on one of the beds there at 40 winks. Sorry, guys.
Tommy McGrath does a good job in the crew. Great to have them on board in 2022. Yarrawonga 9-13-67 to Wangaratta 5-9-39 on the work locker. Wangaratta scoreboard, 5 minutes gone in the final quarter. Howe has been absolutely superb as he palms the footy down towards Wheeler. The Magpies intercept just between true centre wing and the half-forward flank. Paddling it forward nicely was Lawrence in towards space. The Pigeons have numbers. Pendergast got taken a little bit late and potentially in the back. The umpire said nothing in it. In the end, he's going to pay deliberate. Out of bounds. It's favouring the Magpies on the right half-back flank.
Well, you get that, Gus. Now, Richards, he's up and about. He got over that heavy knock. He's a tough little customer, Joey Richards. He thought about maybe going across ground to Saunders, but Williams knows what's going on. The kick's okay. And I've got in the middle of the ground, there's Matt Hayden.
The Magpies need a pretty quick goal, Robbie, to spark some life back into their contest.
Just get something going here. Hayden's going to go right across the ground. He's kicked it backwards. Saunders needs a good bounce. He eventually gets one. Williams chases at him. Matty Kelly's there. He'll play on. Kelly's kick's a good one. And the centre wing. It finds Boarding on. They need the lift. They got to go. Boarding on. He'll go across the middle of the ground. Gus, the kick is all right. He finds Jesse Smith.
So Yarrawonga playing really good defensive
50
work
Gus,
here.
I think. No. Ooh,
Forcing the Magpies to play methodical football as Smith chips inboard. It's okay. Richards, how many on the Waters stat sheet?
Coming up for his 14th disposal today.
So he's been quiet by his standards as Joe Richards. Kicks across the face. Hayden, true centre wing, scoreboard side. Kicks inside forward 50. Well done by Holgate. Beat his opponent in juice in a beautiful contest. Got a crucial spoil in and out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Just to touch on Joe Richards there, obviously only 14 today. He had 13 disposals last week. Do we think teams may have figured out a way to nullify his influence on a game?
Yeah, I think Kreza showed that last week, didn't he? Toddy Bryant did a really good job there. Handball was good by Howe, looking for Gibbons, and it's going to go over the boundary, or it's going to be a ball up. It's going to be thrown in. So, Matty Holgate's been good today. He gets that closing speed's excellent. And he served Gus in the tuck shop earlier in the day. That kept him busy early days, and then he's come out and he's playing a really good game of footy.
Man,
Kelly,
talents.
he's a good man, Mont, I can tell you. The size of the burger he gave Gus was phenomenal.
One of the better burgers I've had, Robbie. Chicken schnitzel burger with a potato cake inserted to it.
While Holgate was serving you, Jess Koopman served me. Just a little bit of a tip for you, Jess. The pie was a little bit cool. It could have been a bit warmer.
This is coming from the bloke who was telling me a story about the hottest pies in the world and actually how he had to leave it on the balcony one day to cool down.
Just a bit of feedback for Jess Koopman. Well, take it away, Gus.
Well, considering they gave us a free feed, Robbie, I won't be passing on anything bar praise to the praise, I should say, to the Yarrawonga Pigeons. The kick will come back into play. True centre wing scoreboard side. We'll go boundary side to Monty for Wangaratta MG.
Any complaints, Mont?
No complaints down here, boys, except for you missed the whole passage of play talking about food there.
Well, nothing happened, Mont. That's what the art of commentary is all about, my friend.
I love it. It was good food, but yeah.
Great food. 67-39. The Pigeons lead on O&M Live as Fothergill goes inside forward 50. Pendergast! Almost a one-handed cracker. In the end, the umpire says we'll ball the footy up 30 metres out, tight on the boundary.
He's good young Pendergast.
He's
There's something about him. Yeah, good local boy too, Gussie. One of those valuable one-pointers.
Well, Yarrawonga need him with the influx of recruits this year. Lockie Howe, he's another one of those one-pointers. To a six-pointer in Gibbons, who kicks to Williams on the lead.
Class.
Crucially playing in front of his defender. Got the fall of the footy, and he'll go back on a tight angle, but it's favourable for a right footer. Lee Williams, and this will be the first nail in the coffin, I'd say. Runs around, snaps on goal. Lee Williams has got 5. Fantastic 5 from Lee Williams, a contender for our best on ground today. He has been absolutely superb and instrumental for the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Since Lee Williams has came into this side for Yarrawonga, they're basically a 3 better goal side for having them in there. Obviously, his influence in the team's been outstanding. He's only played the 5 games, becoming second in the Dunk Strang medal. His influence in the forward half for him to give him that focal point has been outstanding. He's taken the 6 marks inside 50 for 5 goals today. I think he's been one of the better players for today for the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Yeah, and Freaky, just don't want to rain on your parade with your stats, mate, because I know you love them, but here's a stat for you, and just do what you like with it. But of the last 8 goals in the game, Williams has kicked 5 of them. So he's really impacting. Here's Kelly, out of the middle of the ground. The Warrior drives it long. Reed's got to beat a couple, and one of them's Masters, and you no chance. When Lee Masters takes up front position.
Just the way he's set up there, Lee Masters, at the centre bounce. He just let his player run up into the footy.
Yeah.
One thing you can't do, you've got to make him accountable at a centre bounce.
Yeah, great call, Mont. Smith, Jesse, handball was intercepted. Coming through hard was Morey, didn't have it. Ooh, and Jesse Smith was about to go on with the business, and the free kick is going to go the way of Logan Morey. And they're claiming, well, they're trying to get 50. No, they're not. Logan Morey, left footer, long sleeve, high kick, Williams under it, boarding on to get a fist into what he does, out the back, chance here for Smart, been tracked by Fraunfelder. Fraunfelder appeals for out in the full, and not out's the call, and they're going to throw it in. Gussie, 50 metres around from the Pigeons goal. They lead it by 34 points. You'd say they're just about home, mate.
I dare say so. We'll get Brad Freak to go around the ground shortly. Football's 50 metres out from Yarrawonga's goal. Matt Kelly, a big crunching tackle on Kyle Tyson, will ball the footy up.
If we go around the grounds for the Plough-In and Tarrawingi, Albury making a comeback in that game. Only 16 points down midway through the last quarter, 80-64.
Prezzo better get on the phone again and rev him up again, I reckon, boys.
Clark emerges with the football, handballs over the top and gets it back. Wrapped up in a tackle and holding a footy it is. Absolutely superb work from Logan Morey. Wrapped up Jackson Clark in a big tackle to regather possession. True centre wing, broadcast side. Kick to a one-on-one. Williams, one-handed attempt to Gibbons at ground level. Big tackle applied on Koopman. Umpire should ball it up, and Gibbo
got a cramp.
He needs more pickle juice. Oh, look at him. It's like... it is actually quite humorous to watch Michael Gibbons.
No,
Take it away, Robbie.
They're not fun, those. Gibbo, he's gone back for it. If he gets tackled, I reckon he'll cramp again here.
I reckon he's gone.
He has. There he is. He's cramped again, young Gibbo.
I reckon he cramped as he tried to grab that footy too, the way he sort of held the leg out.
He's impacted this game. Some of the things he's done, particularly this last quarter, he's told Wheeler to go in on the pace, and I'll just sit back here, kick behind the plate. Now here's a go. McVeigh. Kick was smothered. Anchors over the footy. Free kick. Vantage played. Porter. Handballs middle of the ground to Smith. Smith inside. Handballs okay to McClurnan. No, he's in trouble. He had to handball to Hurry. Morey was good. Took the footy. Knocked it out. McClurnan went back. Got a hurried little kick this time. Middle part of the ground. Sharrock had it. Had no prior opportunity. And he'll be pulled up right in the middle of the ground. We've gone 12 and a half minutes final term. It's a 34-point lead to Yarrawonga, Gus. And this one's for APCO Wangaratta.
The Pigeons are home, if you ask me. Dane Porter taken in a tackle by Fothergill. Umpire said nothing in it. Wheeler's been superb. How many for him on the Waters stat sheet?
He's up to 26 today, Wheeler. He's been
great
outstanding.
Game. Him or Gibbons? Gee, how many for Gibbons was it, Freaky?
He's had 22 Gibbons today.
Not much there difference.
And Lee Williams with 5 goals has been superb.
I'd hate to be picking the best here, Mont.
Well done to Tyson. Brought it to ground level. Morey across the half-back flank.
Of course, last time Monty was here, he had a bit of an issue with best on grounds. He had a couple of players come at him late, wanted to have an interview. Did he? Remember that, Mont? We had 3 of them, didn't we?
Yeah, no, we did. Yep, absolutely we did.
But you handled it well.
Oh, you just got to be brave in your decision and just go with it, I reckon, Robbie.
Yeah, 73 plays 39, favouring the Pigeons. On the APCO Wangaratta scoreboard, Braden Coburn's been good, wants to find his left, finds it now, kicks long down the line to Wiley, who makes a good contest of it. Saunders got amongst the action, kicks long down the line, unimposed mark was Porter to Anchors. Anchors wants to go deep to the top of the goal square. Reed and Masters, well done by Masters, brought the footy to ground and cleared defensive lines, finds Sexton. And that is Lee Masters at his best, Robbie.
Yeah, he's a gun.
Oh, geez, that's talked into it.
Jeez.
Talked into it there.
He didn't have to contact him this year. He bumped into him though, Mont, didn't he?
He did, but it wasn't late. I thought it was as the ball got there, but the umpire didn't pay it first up until the crowd all got involved.
Yeah, it was certainly a late call to pay the 50 there.
No, I'm with you, Jason Rain. Fair call.
You love the umpires, mate.
I do, mate. Oh, Williams, good grab. Now, I think this is too far out to score, Gus.
You're right.
Williams agrees, goes short, looks for big Howe, and it's intercepted mark by Jackson Clark. Deep in defence for Wangaratta. They trail 73 to 39. 14 and a half gone final term. Hollandine takes a good mark at halfback.
Courageous, wants to play on quickly, and that he does. Links up with Dane Porter.
He's been good.
He's been superb as the trooper. Kicks back in board. Well done by Morey. He's been brilliant in the long sleeves. Anchors links up with him now. Left the footy behind. Morey regathers once again. Kicks inside forward 50. Hayden takes an uncontested mark at the back of the pack, kicks dangerously across the half-back flank, working really hard here for the Magpies is Clark, comes back in board, not his best kick, but it'll work out favourably. Getting amongst the action is McLuhan, right foot kick inside forward 50 is good. McVeigh, too far to score, wants to find the left, chips nicely to Reed, 40 metres out directly in front.
Yeah, just back on Logan Morey. He's been great. I don't know about you, mate, but I think when you have a look at Yarrawonga's best players go in, I reckon Logan Morey will be in the top three.
Yeah, it has to be. He's done a great job down there, and he's just come off his man when he needs to and intercepted and been in a lot of their attacking plays.
Potentially the most underrated player in the competition as Reed kicks nicely, and he kicks to the top of the goal square.
It's touched off the mark, Gussie.
And it's touched. That just sums up the Magpies' day. Wangaratta 5-10-40 to the Yarrawonga Pigeons 10-13-73 on the work locker Wangaratta scoreboard. The Pigeons are home.
Freaky.
If we go around the grounds for the plough-in and Tarrawingi, might have to get Kreza on the phone again, Scotty. Albury only 4 points down late in the last quarter there.
Oh. There you go. Another kick to Masters. It was towards Coburn. Richards gathered. They called for ball. Richards went back and got another kick. Kicks it to half forward. Went over to Sharp's head. Anchor's there. Dangerous in this situation. Good tackle again. Gee, that's what they've been good at today, Mont. For Albury Wodonga MG. Yarrawonga have locked down at the right times. Reset, start again, go again.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said at half time, I think that is once the ball's hit the deck, they've been the most hungry team for it today.
It goes back up in the air. Chance for Wangaratta, but a lot of players again around the ball. And it'll be another ball up, Gussie. Still 50 out from the from the Magpies goal. They trail by 33 points. And we're doing this one for APCO Wangaratta.
What a statement to the competition this has been from the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Yep.
73. The Pigeons lead the Magpies 40. The Magpies down to no rotations. Brad Freak has got those players who have been injured in today's contest.
Yeah, for Wangaratta today, either injured or coming into the game. We've got the two Anderson boys, Mark and Jamie. Matt Grossman's hurt his wrist or shoulder, we believe. Cal Moore's hurt his foot, and Chris Knowles was away. And also, Mark Anderson, hurt his groin throughout the game.
And this guy's been pretty good for the Pigeons. Pendergast, handball to Ironspawn. Had a bit too much on it for him. Juice Newton's on one leg. Ben Reid hasn't been himself. It hasn't all gone to plan for the Magpies today, but Yarrawonga have been absolutely dominant. 10-13-73 to Wangaratta. 5-10-40 on the work locker Wangaratta scoreboard.
And the Cockatiels are in town, Gussie.
The Cockatiels?
Yeah, that's those white things in the air. McVeigh's kick was a beauty. Inside forward 50. And Ben Reid, he'll have another crack. This time he's only 30 metres out directly in front. And he'll go back and select a drop punt, I would imagine. Missed one from the gold square during the third quarter.
Real momentum change to that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, would have got the margin back. I think maybe a point or two.
Under a goal.
Yeah.
Under a goal. Here comes Reedy. He kicks him at the SSNA, and he's nailed one here at the JC Low Oval. We get there first. He's got two this afternoon, Ben Reid. Wangaratta 46, Yarrawonga 73, and 18.5 minutes have gone, Gus, on the McDonald's time clock. And that scoreboard, that's had its moments today, let's be honest.
He hasn't been in the best state of the scoreboard, has he?
It's for they might go and see the guys at Work Locker, Wangaratta, and see if they can just tune them up a bit.
Absolutely.
What do you reckon, Gus?
Well, maybe. They sell work supplies and clothes, Robbie, but I'm sure they can give the scoreboard a bit of a tune-up.
There'd have to be a tradie in the joint then, wouldn't there?
I think so. Yarrawonga clearing kick towards Koopman, inside forward 50. Lawrence paddles it in towards space, wants to get a favourable bounce, scoops it to Coburn. The umpire said it was a free kick. It was a throw.
Yeah, little
100%.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. That was there. So the Magpies have got it. And they switch it deep into the pocket. Paddy Warner been quiet today for the Magpies. Deep in the back pocket. The pressure from Yarrawonga is elusive, so he handballs across goal to Matty Hayden at true full-back. Right foot kick down the line's a pretty good one. Out towards the half-back flank, taking a mark is Saunders.
Been okay.
He's been good. Been very good today, Robbie.
Told to play on now.
The umpire says that indeed. Kicks long down the line, Masters. He's the number one player in the competition for kicks, marks and contested marks. And with a game like today, there's no reason why you couldn't pencil him down for a couple of Morris medal votes. That one, probably not doing him any favours. Intercepted nicely across the back line by Jesse Smith. 73 plays 46. The Pigeons are home. You're listening to O&M Live. Fourth quarter action for APCO Wangaratta.
Sexton couldn't control it, either could McVeigh. And when he did look like it, he lost control of it. And Sexton, who initiated all that rot, picks up a free kick for a fantastic tackle. He's been good today, Jack Sexton. High kick. Who's on offer? Williams. He's one-on-one in the end. Good work there at the base of the pack by Koopman. He normally kicks these back in the day, Jesse Koopman. In this occasion, he sprays it to the right-hand side. I tell you what, if he can find a bit of form, he'll add a lot to this side. He's in their best 22 when fit is Jesse Koopman. Don't worry about that, Gus. It's a 28-point lead to Yarrawonga. And 20 minutes gone. Brad, we might get around the grounds for the old plough in shortly when you get a chance and see what's happening at down at the Finlay Oval.
Down to the Finlay Oval at the moment. Rovers have kicked away there, up by 11 points. 13 minutes to go, are gone in the last quarter.
And here's a go for Timmy Lawrence. 30 metres out, chips it across the face of goal. Fronfelder gets a favourable bounce, tied up in the pocket, finds his left boot. Fronfelder! Seals the deal for the Yarrawonga Pigeons. Bailey Fronfelder with a steel line goal today. He's kicked 4, and that is game, set, and match. The Yarrawonga Pigeons are home on O&M Live. Boundary side to Monty.
That's what Bailey Funfelder can do, can't he? He hits the scoreboard whenever he gets the ball in his hands, and he's done that today. And yeah, really nice finish there around the left. On the left, I think teams need to realise that he's a left footer and not try and go to his right side all the time.
Been absolutely dominant today, the Yarrawonga Pigeons. The ball's really lived in their forward half. Again in this last quarter, on top of the inside 50s, 10-7. Which puts them out in the game, 46-33. 13 more inside 50s than the Magpies today. The ball's really lived in there. Lee Williams has had a really strong presence. And blokes like Bailey Fronfelder at their feet have been outstanding today and really, really worked hard. And the midfielders as well. Harry Wheeler on the water stat sheet up to 26 disposals, and Michael Gibbons has had 23 as well. They've been outstanding.
Going to be a tough job for Monty to pick our player of the day. Anyway, there's Wiley out of the middle of the ground, kicks it. Saunders been one of Wangaratta's best. Fumble though, opportunity for Gibbons. Look away, handball was good to Wiley. Wiley goes towards Williams, boarding on okay at the back, but marking low down was Matt Hayden, inches from the ground. Last line of defence. Last rights in this game, 23 minutes almost gone. Hayden's kick's a pretty good one, and he finds Saunders at half back for the Wang Magpies. Releases to the Burger, young Harry Bergen, and he gets it to Hollandine.
Hollandine, one of the best talents the Magpies have got coming through the ranks, if you ask me, Robbie, playing regular senior footy. Over the top, McClellan, true centre wing, far side, kicks straight into the guts of Mark Wiley, but regathers the football. Finds the left boot, kicks inside, forward 50 to Reed. And Lee Masters with a Mawson's concrete play of the day. That was some mark.
How good is he?
From the captain of the Yarrawonga Pigeons.
Big call, Gus. He reads the ball as good as I've ever seen anyone read the football.
Potentially at any level.
At any level, mate. It's just incredible.
He is an absolute superstar. What a privilege.
And then he just ran too far.
No, you know what? I don't care. He's still a superstar. He's an absolute superstar.
Jeez, he was stiff when he caught that.
100%. I reckon he's been stiff there.
So it's a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Magpies. Fraser Hollandine, 30 metres out on a tight angle, or a 45-degree angle. He's going to run it. He's going to do a Harry Mackay.
What is wrong with the drop punt?
Kick a drop punt, son. Thank God you kicked that. Straight over the goal umpire's hat for a goal.
Well done, young man.
7-10-51 to 11-14-80. A consolidation goal, or a consolation goal, I should say. But Yarrawonga, Monty, for Wangaratta MG have just been superb today.
They have. They come with a plan and they've executed it perfectly. Obviously, Wang with a few men down, but you can't take anything away from the Pigeons. They've been fantastic from the word go.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Lee Masters, as we touched on, being outstanding again. He's had 20 disposals across the half-back line, as Robbie touched on. Beautiful mark, and he's just the way he reads the play. He's just the perfect man for any side to have set up behind the play.
Well, young Hollandine, good on him for doing that, Gus. He just said if he can do it, he can do it, and good on him.
I don't mind it. Give me a bit.
So I've got to get used to that, I suppose. Got to just
it's the modern way.
Yeah, it is, Gus. That's right. Sharrock got a handball to Richards to half forward. Here's Masters again in on the act. Urquhart was good. Tackled by the bald-headed Warrior was okay. And it's going to be a ball up. Half forward flank. What do you got for me, Freaky?
I was just going to say, one bloke we haven't touched on so far really is Lockie Howe today, guys. I think he's been outstanding in the ruck. And obviously without Chris Knowles for Wangaratta Magpies, he's just really dominated against Liam McVeigh today.
Hey, quickly around the grounds, thanks to the plough in Tarrawingi. Game on at the WJ Finlay Oval. The Tigers have hit the front by 3 points at the 17-minute mark. We'll keep you posted with that one on O&M Live. But here at the J. Silo Oval, 25 minutes are gone on the Macca's time clock.
As Richards thumps it inside forward 50. Packer players go. Reed was there, couldn't gather. Knocking off the ground. They'll have to knock it out. They can't knock it out. The umpire's going to call for a ball up. So the Rovers have given up. What were they? They had a lead out to 5 goals at one stage.
36 points they led by at one stage, Robert.
Whoa.
I reckon twice they've given up a lead of 30 plus.
All right, Gussie, Reedy has it. He's been tackled, and I reckon it'll be another ball up coming our way.
I'll tell you what, there'll be some.
Pinged him. Free kick. Going to go the way of Wangaratta at half back.
Yeah, the umpire just signalled that he ducked his head into it, which gave away his prior opportunity.
If you had have told me today, Robbie, that the Yarrawonga Pigeons would keep the Magpies to 7 goals, I would have said you're delusional.
In these conditions.
Juice has given away 50 for abuse too, boys.
Right. Okay, so that... All right.
So the ball's in the hands of Lee Masters. Here's Waters' stats.
He's coming out for his 21st disposal of the game.
Jeez, how would I be doing best and fairest votes for Yarra today?
He kicks over the top nicely. He finds Sexton. Right foot kick towards the half forward flank's okay.
And this bloke, how good are they
been?
been?
Nothing. Takes a really good mark.
Well, he's kicked 4.
Metres out.
He might kick 5 here.
Siren sounds. The Magpies are defeated as Fronfelder kicks a mongrel punt to the top of the goal square, and it's full time at the JC Low Oval. Yarrawonga 11-14, 80 to the Wangaratta Magpies, 7-10-52. An emphatic victory from the home side, and a victory that no one saw coming. The Wangaratta Magpies have lost their undefeated title in season 2022. Gallant in defeat, but the story of today, the Yarrawonga Pigeons making the biggest statement to the competition in season 2022.
Yeah, indeed they have, Gussie. Just pure class. So the tenacity around the footy, they were so hard at it. They were up for every contest. Every contest counted here today for the Pigeons. They put Wangaratta under pressure that they have not been confronted with prior to today. Yes, at times Wang Rovers the week before were pretty good, but today they've had to get a blast, a 4-quarter blast of just pressure, tackling, and you know what? In the end, Gussie, they weren't able to handle it. Yarrawonga did it better. You could argue they probably could have won by more. A 28-point margin. They've got some injury concerns, like Wangaratta, and all of a sudden just shows you sport's a funny old game, Gus. A lot of the pundits and the punters around the traps are all talking about how it's one-way traffic. But I tell you what, we've seen in the last 2 weeks, it is more game on than ever before. And you, my man, tipped this before the game.
Oh, someone had to do it, Robbie.
No.
I had to go out on a limb. I just think there was something about that loss last week to the Rovers, the win, I should say, to the Magpies against the Rovers, that probably took the wind out of their sails a little bit, Robbie. And they look sore today, the Magpies.
Hey, the other thing too, Gussie, often you see this in competition. Some sides match up best against others, and you quite often see at this level. And Yarrawonga, for mine, I think they've found something here today that may work in their favour against the Maggies. And next time they come up and play against them, which will be in round 18, the final game of the year, who knows? We might be seeing these two teams playing off the top spot.
No, very much so. We're about to cross boundary side to Scott Montgomery. He's a very, very happy man. Or surrounded by happy men, I should say. He's got
He's trying to send all the boys off, but he doesn't want to do it in front of him. But I've got Michael Gibbons with me, boys. Best on today, mate, for Yarrawonga News and Gifts. Mate, really good performance, and to do that to the undefeated Magpies is really good.
Yeah, mate, they're the benchmark, and we knew that coming in, and it's probably easier.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC? I don't care.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.